Welcome to Podcast Berlesen, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be the English episode. Well, you would have seen from the title who our guest is. But of course, if you happen to click on it but did not see the title, well, then be surprised. Anyway, so as for our opening, Amir, where have you been?
In a very dark place.
Wow. Okay, you got to turn on the lights then.
The light is on now. The light is totally on now.
That's why we have lots of lights here today.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So that I can be back on the bright side.
Oh wow, I like that. Like brighter than my future.
Brighter than my future, definitely. 100%.
But you know what? Our podcast is also supported by Acer Nitro.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so thank you to Acer Nitro for supporting us. This is their
Terima
laptop.
kasih.
And also the monitor that we use behind the scenes is also by Acer Nitro. So thank you so much for supporting our podcast. So, Amir,
Yes.
if there is a tournament that you can win, whatever it is, right? What tournament would it be? In an alternate universe.
Longer sleep, I guess.
Longest sleep tournament.
No.
How long would a longest sleep tournament be for you to win?
I gotta be honest. I don't sleep that much nowadays. Yeah, maybe not that. What else, eh?
Would it be a golf tournament?
Nah, definitely no. Definitely no, man. Yeah.
All right.
I'm sucks at golfing. I just do that for. Oh man. I just unhinge myself.
Or is it a swimming tournament? Like, would you like? I would want to win a swimming tournament.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, we still haven't put you to the test with Kelvin Pang though.
Oh yes, we should. Okay, the other day he texted me. He's like, hey, we should definitely go swim together. I said, yeah, definitely. But
Okay.
that was bulan puasa, so yeah, we should definitely try to plan one session with him.
And then we record who's the better
Oh
swimmer.
yes, definitely. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Lynn got
freaking
the
go.
message? Yeah, let's go. Let's go swimming. We become the
Hello, Kelvin?
referee.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
wow, that's fast. Anyway, because our guest today is an absolute winner.
Oh yo.
Yeah.
Oh yo.
Multiple MYSG champion.
Oh really?
Multiple keyword.
Siapa tu?
Yeah, introducing Sagi.
Ho. Hello.
Hello guys, thank you for inviting me to podcast. I'm Sagi.
Yeah.
Hi,
yo.
Sagi.
So the infamous Sagi, you might know him from either League of Legends, Wild Rift, or now HOK. And he's very famous on TikTok as well.
Not really.
So do give him a follow. Yeah.
No.
Oh, come on. You're too humble. Yeah. Let's start with your origin story, right? Okay. So, maybe we backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
For anyone who might, for the first time knowing you, how would you introduce yourself?
I mean, first time introducing myself. Hello guys, Sagi. Sagi here. I am a ex-pro in League of Legends Wild Rift. I used to play a lot of League of Legends until college, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And then afterwards, it started off something like this. It's like I was like 14 years old. Okay, I was like 7 years old, right? I got introduced to World of Warcraft Frozen Throne.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's where I like, Dota.
Dota
all
people.
those like mini maps, you know. Oh yeah, I like started playing those. Then some rhythm games here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, those are like my gaming, and then slowly fast forward, like 7, 8 years old, introduced to how to type on the keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like they gave me a book. Like I don't know, like my aunt gave me like a book. My aunt's daughter, which is my cousin sister, she gave me like a typing book. I'm like, typing book. And I learned how to type through that book. I don't know how. That's how I learned my like essential computer skills there.
So you actually learn how to type on book?
By reading a book.
By reading.
Yeah, for some reason, yeah.
What
It's
does
like,
it teach you?
It's like they will teach you where to put your fingers on the keyboard.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right.
I had that lesson, but then not from book lah.
Yeah. It was like from primary school and like from that book.
So like how to utilize all 10.
Yeah. And then at some point you just adapt and then you just like run away from like the basics.
Oh.
Like, however
yeah.
comfortable, you just however comfortable you type.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
yeah.
So is the book still valid?
Nah, not in this day.
I mean,
because
because nowadays people already know how to use keyboard. Because
Yeah.
back then, I think this is in the late 90s, early 2000s.
early 2000s.
2000s, so
I'm born in 2000.
Oh,
Right.
wow, okay.
You feel young now?
Oh, I feel very young. Thank you. I mean, yeah, in the early 2000s, if you're not very used to computer, people like type
Yeah,
on
yeah.
keyboard like this, like
Yeah.
mm,
Then
mhm.
like you being able to type with multiple fingers is like, wow, this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a flex that
Yeah, that's
time.
a flex. Yeah.
Right.
Then
I know how to use keyboard.
I know how to use VCode. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So fast forward, I didn't really do really okay, I did academically well in my trials.
Right.
Back then there was UPSR, right? And then like I remember I screwed up my trials really hard. I screwed up my main UPSR very hard.
Oh, how
Like
hard?
I got I got 6 A's in my UPSR trials.
Okay.
And then I remember I was playing Maple Story 12 days before my UPSR.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay.
And
You
then
can't stop that.
You can't stop that, yeah. And then I somehow got like 4 A's, and then my mom was super mad at me.
4 A's?
Wait.
No, the Chinese expectation is like, you don't get 6 or 7 A, you are banished from the house. Minimum is 5. Yeah.
Asian parents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you reflecting 10 years later for your own kid? Are you going to be that?
I mean, there's no UPSR now, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. Something that we did talk about, like,
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
We didn't-
yeah. And then afterwards,
Okay.
it's like slowly.
so you got kicked out.
No, didn't really get kicked out. Like, she just mad for a while, and then afterwards, I was this Dota kid, like 12 years old. I played a lot of Dota. Like, you know those like Dota 1 maps. You have to go through Garena, all those. Yeah, and then
Right.
you have to ping yourself, tunnel yourself, all those. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I used to do that, and then after I went to like secondary school, which is SMK lah. I This is the exact same words I told to that one friend that introduced me to League of Legends. Yeah, League of Legends, a kids game. Who plays that?
Oh! I want to see
Oh.
Lynn's reaction. I wish we have a producer cam. Lynn's reaction, please. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but okay. Reaction? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was the exact same words I told my friend until look at me now. I played so much League of Legends.
What happened?
So it's like, okay, like back then, like before MCO, like okay, like 2013 to 2017 is middle school. So I think I started playing at 2013.
Okay.
And then my friend introduced me to League of Legends. So I'm like, oh, okay. Might as well give it a try, right? Since everyone's playing it, I don't want to be left out.
Right.
FOMO, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to download. I think I forgot I went to a CC to play first, or like I play at home. No, not my home, my aunt's house. Then either one, I was like, oh, this game is pretty fun. I started playing more and more, and that's where because all my friends are playing League, right? And then no one plays Dota. Like who plays Dota, right? It's like imagine 2013.
Okay, yep.
If you play Dota, right, you're probably playing with like a bunch of like
old people.
like 20 each people lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah, it's like if someone played Dota that time, maybe I will pivot to Dota. But since like I was surrounded by League people, then
Okay.
then I started playing. I was like, ooh, I hit gold in my first season. It's pretty good.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then slowly,
Like gold is a flex at that time.
and I mean, in around your school, it's like if you are like what do you call that? Mythical glory. You're probably like flexing to your friends at like
Oh,
13
of
years old,
course.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like I played. Then at 14 years old, I was playing with like a bunch of online friends. Then that's where I went to my first tournament at like a cyber cafe nearby. I don't think the cyber cafe exists anymore now.
What's it called?
Blitz Zone, I think.
Blitz Zone Damansara?
I know it's Sri Petaling.
Sri Petaling.
It's not there anymore. I remember.
I think it's not around anymore. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first tournament I played with a bunch of like online friends. We got second place. We lost to like a former KLH player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember he's like Swag. Yeah, Swag.
Swag. You lost to Swag.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to how he became your teammate. But anyway.
Oh yeah. And then afterwards, it's like I started playing more and more. And then like at 16 years old, I met like the bunch of friends that I played with for until college. Like I still play with them like now is that we're still very close friends. So at like 16 years old, funny enough, those are the friends. Like out of my entire life, right, up until like 17 years old, right, I didn't know I had to go to college. Like I didn't know the concept of college. It's
You
like
didn't know that you have to go to college?
yeah, because my parents don't like my parents' upbringing is that they never really like study a lot. They were forced to go work at a very early age, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like I wasn't told that I have to go to college.
Okay.
So I was like I like I graduated like middle school, right? I played like tournaments here and there, semi-pro. Like I would like go to weekend cups. You know what's weekend cup?
Yeah.
It's like Garena weekend cups. It's like they will host like across like multiple. That was the best time, really. It's like weekend cups. You go here this week, go there that week, KL Selangor, and then you'll drive everywhere. You'll win like some like in-game RP. Yeah, they call it RP that time. I think they still call it RP right nowadays. And then you can like buy skin and then get 20 ringgit extra. 20 ringgit is a lot, you know, for a 17-year-old at times. Like you can buy yourself a meal.
Oh yeah.
Then we'll win and then we'll use that money, buy like a meal, a good meal, then we'll laugh it off. And then we'll repeat it for the next few weeks. Yeah. And then fast forward to like 17 years old. After I graduated, right, I didn't know I had to study college, right? And then like my friends told me, which college you're going to? I'm like, huh? I have to go to college?
Oh, never thought about
I
it.
never thought about it. It's like, wait, I gotta go to college?
Okay.
And then I don't want to disclose like any information, but it's like I don't want to like badmouth anything, but it's like, okay, I had to go to college. Okay, so the first college I picked, it's like this weird college that is like, oh, we give you so many discounts. I don't want to disclose the name, but it looks now that I think of it, it's so sketchy. It's so dodgy. It's like, wait, if I go to this, do I even get a MOQs? Is it MOQ or
MQA?
Yeah,
MQA? Yeah, MQA
Yeah.
certified certificate for my graduation. And I look at it, right? It's like, wow, this looks so dodgy, like some MLM stuff, you know? Yeah. Then how did I find out? I went back. Okay, so I graduated SPM. I went back to my middle school, which is SMK Bandar Baru Sriptaling, opposite of the Sriptaling Mosque. And then I'm like, I bought this Maggie dish noodle soup from this auntie, and and auntie is like, how is your grades? Are you going to study college? Which college you pick? Then I'm like, oh, I picked this college. I'm like, hey, this college is a scam. Don't go to that college. I'm like, oh,
Oh.
oh.
Oh,
Wow.
Even the Maggie auntie also know.
Yeah, I'm like, cause she say like, oh I forgot like my daughter or son go there that time. And then it's like it's a big scam. It's like,
Wow.
oh, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Then I faster ran back house. It's like after I took my grades, I think I got like 4 A's.
Okay.
I got like English, moral, sejarah, and chemistry A+. Yeah,
Why does it sound like SPM? But okay.
yeah, it's SPM. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why is it a scam though? Did the auntie explain?
Oh, I mean the auntie didn't really explain, but she just is very dodgy. It's like
Right.
it doesn't, a lot of things
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. It's just like they put, oh, she mentioned something that really resonated with me. It's like, cause that time I didn't grow up with like a very rich or like very well off upbringing. We are not really rich. We get by lah. We get by day lah. Like very low income all those. So she told me something. Cause and then when I knew I had to go to college, I naturally, oh, I don't have money, so I will go to a college that doesn't really cost that much money. Then this college is like promoting like, oh, we don't really charge that much. We have a lot of like big upfront discounts. I'm like, oh, maybe I should go to this. Then the auntie told me the exact same thing. You know those upfront discount that they tell you, no lah, later they will charge you more, a lot of the back end fees, this one, that one, maintenance fee, this one, that one, cat fee, dog fee, all those.
Oh,
you know lah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. All the hidden
All
costs.
the hidden costs starts coming out lah.
Right.
Then the exact same bunch of friends that I played League of Legends with, before that, I went back to my house and told mom, hey, we give the deposit already, 500 ringgit. But the auntie said this, how? Mom says, don't lah, no lah, just forfeit the deposit that we don't go there lah. I'm like, oh, okay lah. Then my exact same friends the next day told me, hey, we're going to TAR UC, which is my school that I eventually ended up with, and it's now rebranded to TAR UMT. They told me like, hey, we're going to this school. You wanna go on together? We're going for the, I think it's orientation, not orientation. It's like
Open day.
Open day, yeah.
Right.
I'm like, oh, open day. I was like, oh, just nice. Let me go too. Then I ended up going there, picking a course that, picking up a course lah. It's called international business. Is it really good? We'll talk about this slightly later on, but yeah, at least I went to a more decent college and it's quite well known.
But why do you choose international business out of everything?
It looked cool.
Oh, okay.
Sounded cool lah. Sounded cool.
Sounded cool.
International.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it sounded cool.
Okay.
Like for the
alright.
Malays lah. For the Malays, they like to go with Mescom. Like, macam cool. Mescom. Study apa? Mescom.
That one I can understand because you see always like the penyampai radio,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
TV
yeah.
personalities. Where do you study or what do you study? Oh, Masscom. Everyone is Masscom. So like, it looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this one is just a name.
It's just the name.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, looks cool lah.
Okay.
And then it's like business studies also. So okay lah, let's try lah. And then I
Right.
talked to my mom and everything. Even though we don't really have a lot of money, right? So I took out a PTPTN loan. And then like she tried her best to like fork out money so she can like fund my needs lah. The time I also like took up like a few part-time jobs so I can fund myself lah.
Oh.
So fast forward like 2 sems, I'm like, oh, maybe I should stay there.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, oh yeah. Before that, I also went to like, I played like semi-pro league in League of Legends. It's called League Championship Malaysia. I believe it's like that's where all the casters they started casting is from Garena. That days is from there also lah.
Yeah.
ELC, LCM. I played there.
while you were studying.
Oh no. That's before I went to college. Also, it's like
Okay.
2017 end to 2018 early.
So it was between SPM and also
After SPM and before enrolling to college.
right.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the holiday period, lah, so to
yes,
speak.
yes.
Right. Okay.
So during that period, we played well. We played decent. I met like all those like league fossils.
Oh.
All those like the all people now
Oh,
in the
okay.
League of Legends scene.
Who like
Like Becky, Swa,
Oh.
RH, all my
Okay.
ex teammates in Sem 9.
Fossils.
All the fossils,
Okay.
yeah.
Fossils.
I will make sure that we click this and send it to them.
Yeah, of
You be
course, of
called
course.
league fossils
League
now.
fossils, yeah. And then afterwards, yeah, and that's my vivid memory of them during that time. And then we performed okay. We got fifth in the league. We didn't really manage for playoffs, but it's fine. It's just experience. Then because like it's our first time playing the game so much as a bunch of friends, and we kind of like that's the thing. Is like if you play a game averagely, you feel like, oh, I'm just playing with friends. It's like happy and like you get toxic sometimes. You just like banter around. But if you treat it as like a professional thing with your friend, right, you will start having arguments.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like during LCN that time, right, we had so much arguments.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like because we had no coach. We were like a semi-pro team. But then we suddenly had to face all these like league giants, and then like you keep having this pressure on yourself. It's like, oh, I have to perform, but I cannot perform because I don't know anything. I'm not better than them. And then you fight your teammates over like small things that should be solved if someone is here to help you, but no one is here to help you.
Mm.
And that's where we think that, oh, maybe like we shouldn't go pro. We should just like go to school.
Right.
Then I went to school. I found out, oh, from my friend that time he was in APU and then he played like League of Legends too. And then he's like he's my teammate too that time. Then he said that he qualifies for like these collegiate level leagues, right? Yeah, me and my friend, we're like, oh, maybe we should try for that. Then we search out, oh, IESF, I think it's IEF or ISF qualifiers.
Okay.
We beat everyone. Tarsi was like quite strong that time. We had
Mm.
like a few good players, and then we managed to like qualify for like 4 events. I think it was like IEF 2018 in China, it's China or Korea? Like IEF 2018, 2019 in China and Korea, and then 2 more tournaments in Sanya, China, and in Seoul, Korea. Yeah,
And
Jeju.
all these was while you were studying.
Yeah, while I was studying.
Wow, how do you balance all that? Sounds like that's a lot happening.
Okay. So this one,
Oh,
if you, I need to thank my chemistry teacher back then.
right.
Yeah, this chemistry teacher, right? She's something else. She's like so strict. If let's say, okay, her class is like, let's say middle school class, SMK. If I was late to class, right, she'll lock you outside the door.
Wow.
You sit
Okay.
outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If let's say you get 70 marks and below, you know the last time test paper got like all the diagrams, all those, right? You have to draw the diagrams
Mhm.
with the question, with the answer about like 20 times.
Okay.
So it's like imagine the whole test paper got like probably like 20K words, right? I have to copy 140K words with the diagrams. With
Wow.
with
The same thing.
the same thing.
Okay.
And then her class, right? It's like she make it like a college class. Like college teachers don't care, right? They just like here to like tell you, like they're not your teachers, they're like your lecturers. So they just tell you already. They unless you really want them to repeat, they will repeat. But
Mm.
if there's nothing, they won't repeat, right? So my teacher
Mm.
did the same thing during my 2016, 2017 middle school chemistry experience. Oh, you don't listen, don't listen. I just
Mm.
continue talking only. And then when you ask me, right, I won't tell you.
Oh.
Yeah. Then,
Even if you go up and ask, like, can you re-explain this?
oh,
It's
then
like,
she'll say, why you never sit in class?
oh,
Oh, okay.
brutal.
That's super
very
brutal.
Okay.
And then you know the classes how she's conduct it?
Ah.
Act like college. It's like, oh, I'm not here to teach you. You are supposed to do your own research on that topic, like part 1, part 2, and you tell the class. If you say something wrong, then I will lecture you. If you don't prepare anything, then no, nothing for you.
Wow.
Ah. I think that's pretty interesting though. How old were you at that time? Like
16, 17.
16, 17.
Yeah,
Oh.
Form 4, Form 5.
Right.
And then that skill that she taught me, like I learned from the experience that she gave me, actually got me so much value in college.
Mm.
Okay, to be fair, like my middle school exams was like, okay, I got 4 A's, standard, right? Like normal lah. Not like those like super cool kids, they get like 7A and above. Wow, cool, full A, you know. I never thought of myself as someone that studies very hard or like someone that is capable of studying very hard.
Right.
Up to this day lah. So fast forward, I moved to like college, right? I go to all these events, everything. I fly out, I go like cross cultural like tournaments, right? This skill itself, even if you slack in class, right, but you listen, right, it works.
Oh.
Because my middle school teacher, what she did was like, oh, she say one time, you have to quickly copy. If you don't copy, right, she won't repeat. I have to copy. I have to remember what she say. So like that skill brought it towards to college.
So it's
Yeah.
like basically it's note taking skill.
Note taking skills, and then like listening skills, and then like just being able to like follow
Focus.
focus, you know.
Oh.
And then like in college, I can just like like they stupid college kids they like to they pay money and then they come, they don't learn shit on lah.
We both know all too well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
This one also is another topic, but
Okay.
20 years ago, if you go to college, it's like, damn, you go to college, bro.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you go to college, like, you go to college, like, okay lah.
Yeah, because everybody goes to college.
Everybody goes to college. It's the scarcity of like college students. It's like there's so much college students now.
Yeah.
It's not a rare
Yeah.
thing anymore. If let's say my dad or my uncle or like any of my ancestors go to college, right, they probably can achieve a lot. But if I
Yeah.
go to college, right, it's like here's 2K, 2.5 3K salary for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like regular. It's like normal.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's like the bare minimum.
It's a bare minimum nowadays, like like degree is bare minimum. I feel like it's slowly becoming like other countries where I feel like China. It's like China. I feel like if I were born in China with what I have right now, right, I'll be sleeping in the streets, bro.
Oh, that's like the benchmark.
I feel like I won't be sleeping in the streets, but I'll be working endlessly, lah.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like their benchmark is like so much higher than us.
Definitely.
Because population equals
Yeah,
competition and all that, right?
And then we move back to like our topic on my college. Is like, okay, how do I balance? Is that you don't necessarily need to. I feel like this is a misconception a lot of like kids nowadays have. I feel like it's the education system, not the education system. It's like how they are educated lah. There's a lot of copying.
Mm.
Like they don't
Like
really
how?
understand. It's like they
Okay.
just salin, but then they don't really understand what they're salin.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I salin saja lah. Probably I salin, I just memorize this. I will be able to memorize this and then put what I memorized in the exam paper. But I don't know what is it about. But I can memorize and I get marks. That's it.
Okay, I want to pause there, right? Do you think that is a system problem or is a cultural problem?
System, not
System.
cultural.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is that?
I feel like it's just passed down by previous people and
Uh-huh.
previous, like the system itself is like, oh, you are rewarded for this set of answers rather than this exact same meaning, but is it copyrighted? It's like changed up writing sort of answer.
Right.
Yeah.
So you feel this in college or in high?
In middle school and primary school. Because I come from
Okay,
SJKC,
okay,
right?
alright.
Wow,
Yeah.
SJKC, I tell you.
Oh, okay.
Wow, SJKC, I
Here
tell
we
you.
go.
You never go to
SJKC
I
is
know.
so sweaty.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what is sweaty?
Okay.
Sweaty is like everybody is so try hard.
So you have to grind all the time.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
I grind until like yeah, it's like okay, SJKC is for those who don't know, SJKC standard is like this. If let's say you are first class, last time it's like you're the first class, which is like time S is first class for me for my school. If you are the last place of first class, you are the first place of second class. That was what happened to me. I was in first place of second class.
Okay.
I'll go to first class, I immediately become the last place. I cannot even push out.
Then what is a first class of a first class?
The first,
God tier.
the
I mean, like,
the
yeah,
top
what-
three player, the top, yeah,
God
the top
tier.
three person, no, the person I know that's consistently first out of her 6 years, right? She's a doctor now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, then
She's a Chinese medical doctor now. I'm like, whoa.
so there's an outcome to it.
And then
lah.
the people like, okay lah, maybe it's social media lah, but the S class people that are in primary school right now, they are pretty much doing fine lah, in their life. They are taking like good courses, lawyers, doctors, all those. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That's my Chinese school back then. Is everybody's like grinding so hard, super try hard. Yeah, it's like you have the. For me, I had a feeling it's like, oh, if I don't do well, I'll die, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like not the exact sense lah, but that time lah.
The level of competition is there. lah.
Yeah, and then my mom's level of control over me slowly slipped as I grow older lah. At first, she was like very negative towards me playing games, and then afterwards, she's like, okay lah. So at 14 years old, and then but the first tournament I played at 14 years old, right? I never tell her.
Uh-huh.
At 16 years old, I played like a semi-pro tournament. I got like 1,000 ringgit off my prize pool.
Mm.
And I
At
was like,
14 years old.
at 14,
Ooh, that's
16,
good.
16.
Oh, 16.
I got like 1,000 ringgit. Like, and my mom. Then I finally told her like, hey mom, I'm playing tournament. This is the amount of money I got.
Mm.
Like, damn. And she slowly let go of her, like, because my mom, never really went to school.
Mm.
But then she still takes me and me well lah. But then it's like when she look at this thing, right, she don't understand. It's not that she is rejecting you. She just don't understand. But when you
Mm.
show her explanation that I can study and game at the same time, which is what I did in college, I got like good grades. I got like first class.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can confirm that. Wink, wink.
So
were you his like?
no,
I wasn't his, but
Okay, but then you were there during his time in college?
we have the same database that we can.
Right,
Just saying.
Salah guna kuasa lah.
No,
No.
there was a reason why I looked him up that time.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
so that time was
Anyway.
like this. In diploma, I went to a lot of collegiate level tournaments.
Mm.
And then okay lah, it was fine. And then like grades were fine, everything was fine because I broke. I didn't say I broke it down. I broke down the grading system. I found a clever way of beating some college level, not to say all,
Mm.
but the easy courses. It's like, oh, I take international business. It's not as hard as like you go for the big four, accounting, lawyer, doctor, and one more is what, engineering, right?
Mm.
Those probably like exams like super hard. You need to memorize a lot of specific terms. For me, it's like I go like normal course. Let's say if you go PR, international business in general, not the crazy courses that's super hard, that has like a very alternate certificate or like a professional certificate, right? Chances are, if you listen in class and you do your notes, you attend classes, right? I don't know how you can fail.
Right.
Yeah, you don't even need to be super fussy in English lah. To be honest, I feel like people tend to like give a lot of like excuse on like, oh, I don't know, my English not good, so my lecturer give me low marks. If you look at the grading system, right, English is just a very small portion. If you can write that few words there, the keywords there, you already get marks. So what's the excuse over like you cannot study? Because I'm like not I was never really a good student. I'm never really like a high achiever in like middle school. So what makes it different that I can achieve higher like 3.85 in my diploma?
Right.
Yeah, so that 3.85 is very important because school like Tasi, right? If you do well in diploma, it helps you financially in your degree because it gives you 100% waive on your tuition fees. So that's what I was aiming for.
Right.
I thank that lecturer so much that he gave me that 1 mark extra so I can get 3.85. One of my papers, right, I got 74. It was a B plus. And then I was like, hey, lecturer, please, can I get 1 more mark so I can get this tuition waiver? It's like, okay, bro, I got you.
Okay,
He
bro.
didn't say okay, bro.
Okay, bro.
But that feeling he gave me was like, wow, thank you so much. My
What was the trade-off?
nothing lah.
Oh, nothing.
What was the trade-off?
I don't know.
There's no trade-off. I just say like, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. And then he really helped me out. And then I saved like 20K of tuition because of him giving me that mark.
For that 1 mark,
Yeah.
it's
For that
worth
1
20K.
mark, it worth 20K.
It's worth the suit behind you.
Damn.
Damn.
Amir.
Damn.
But yeah, and then fast forward to like degree. MCO hit, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, so boring at home. That's where Wild Rift came out, right?
Mm.
So I played Wild Rift. I was like chilling at home. MCO hit during like I think 2021. 2021,
2020?
2020 lah,
2020
MCO.
March lah, right? Yeah.
But Wild Rift came in 2021.
Yeah. I was like chilling at
thereabouts.
home, like doing my online courses, doing like online courses is like funny. Yeah. I'm worried for those who have like online courses, doctors or lawyers, you know.
Oh.
Jokes aside.
I wonder what did you guys do online?
Sleep in calls.
Login.
Casey, what are you doing? Can you answer this question?
It was tough times for education, but I actually wonder how people do examinations online, especially.
Examination was
So-
stupid lah that time.
Okay.
It's
Straight
so
up
easy to
stupid.
achieve. It's so easy to achieve that time.
Right.
So it's like they will give you they will say, oh, no cheating. But then you know people lah. It's an online examination. How are you gonna govern it?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
very hard.
some more advanced colleges or like more prestigious ones like the Subang ones, right? You know, the Subang one.
Yeah, the atas people.
Atas people one, right?
Uh.
They have ways of governing, like monitoring your browser, specific browsers, applications, right? But when you come to the middle tier or the lower tier one, right? They just tell you only. But do people follow? I cannot answer you.
Yeah. I'll leave it as it is.
I'll leave it as it is. Did I do it? Did I not do it? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah. But definitely, it provided me more chances to pursue esports.
Okay.
Because of this, I leveraged it. I didn't say I leveraged it. It's just nice that my team, the two teams that brought me in, Brijaya Dragons and Sem9, were very okay with me. Like, oh, you have exams. Let's work around your exam schedule and let's postpone our scrims. And fortunately enough, I was very lucky that none of my exam schedules clashed with my tournament schedules.
Oh, it was like always so
It was
ngam.
always so ngam. It's like, oh,
Mm.
finish exam or tournament. Finish exam, tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
the stars align for you. Okay.
I mean, that time, yes lah.
but of course, you also need to like train at the same time.
Yes,
you
yes, yes.
study.
Yeah, yeah.
So there will be some overlap there. So how was that managed?
That one was because, as I said, lot you just have to like attend classes because in college, right? Some lecturers are very generous in providing you specific topics of study.
Mm. Basically tips lah.
Tips lah, tips
It's
lah.
like before exam, cikgu minta tips.
Eh,
How you
bro,
study
minta
tips,
tips, bro.
Saturdays.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
then
then,
gotcha, bro.
but then usually they do it in like in front of their lecture classes. Some cikgu is like we don't call them cikgu lah, we call them lecturers lah.
Mm.
It's more professional term for them lah. Because they're memang not cikgu, they're lecturers. They're education. They're also like educators, but they are lecturers.
Right.
Different are different. So these lecturers, some is like they will give you at the end of the last week. Some is like they give by week.
Mm.
So we have friends lah. They are like super rajin. They gung ho try hard in college lah. So we will just ask them like, oh, what did teacher say? And then they will like be very nice to give us the tips. I still thank them until this day lah.
Mm.
Yeah. And then like they will give us the tips. It's like, oh, thank you. And then like some we go to the last class and we collect the tips. We kena before lah. The cikgu keep the tips and it's all fake lah. Then
Scam.
we kena kau ah. But that's still fine. And then I just like repeated the process until 2022, which the last semester we have to go back to school.
Mm.
I think at that time I was still in the pro team, but somehow we managed lah because it's just offline exams. It's not offline class.
Mm.
So for some reason, the school was also nice enough. I had to go to Vietnam for SEA Games.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I minta tolong from like Semnai and the I think Esports Federation in Malaysia lah. MESF.
Yep.
Yeah. To write letter or like the sports community in Malaysia to write a letter to my school so I can like be excused and I retake exam or take the exam early before my flight to Vietnam.
Oh, and you were allowed.
I was allowed.
Yeah.
It felt very serious. It's like they will lock you in that one room.
Oh.
9 lecturers looking at you.
9.
I was in that small cubicle, smaller than this place.
Okay.
And then I was like taking that exam, and then I was like, okay, chill, just do.
Whoa. Even Najib came out recently to attend something. He did it at 9 security personnel. As far as I see your camera on him. Well, you had 9.
Yeah, they were just standing there. They were just walking around. There's some just sitting on a table looking at you. And I'm
So
like,
the lecturer like try to pick your answer. Bad answer.
no lah, I don't have the problem lah.
You should rewrite that.
Yeah.
If 9, what's your assignment? Okay, you look for him from afar. You
cover the left, you cover the right, you cover the front. You sit next to him.
Yeah, you from the top,
See
you
how
from the
many times he
bottom.
blinks his eyes.
And then, yeah, it's pretty chill lah. Until the very point, I took both exams. I flew to Vietnam. Oh, Vietnam was sad lah. We got 4th lah. We could have done better. I feel like a shortcoming for my time in pro was that we never really broke through Southeast Asia to a global scale tournament.
Right.
I feel like it's something that we regret or have like a, is it called regret or it's like
Resentment.
yeah, resentment is too crazy lah. It's like
Probably regret is still the best word.
regret is still the best word lah.
Yeah.
It's like a regret lah. It's something that we didn't accomplish together as a team lah.
Right.
Because that time is like we were very strong in scrims and area. We were very strong, but it's just that during official tournaments we don't have this person which is like a coach. There's no coach at that time for Wild Rift. So like our drafts, our gameplay, we were stuck at a point. We were like ahead of everyone at one point in Southeast Asia, but as time grows in late 2022 to late 2022 early to 2022 late, we were stuck there. The growth wasn't there anymore. That's why we will get leads early and then we will just lose it all. Because we don't know how to close out games. We don't know like what should we do. We were limited.
Right.
Yeah. And then that's what stopped us from like growing out of like Southeast Asia. We were always like, oh, we win MISG. And then afterwards we were stuck there. Like there was nothing we can accomplish anymore.
Yeah, I remember the whole SEA Games because I was doing watch party when you guys were playing over there, and when I look at the brackets, I remember one of the struggles from an outsider looking in is that you guys had to play back to back.
I think that was
On
still
the same
fine.
day.
It was still fine, but
That wasn't a factor,
I think for me it's like that was my first time playing on a LAN event,
right?
and I was like, having like what's that word again? It's like I was
The
worried.
chills.
I was having the chills. Yeah, it's like I wasn't
Right.
like very confident.
Mm,
It's like my first as a rookie, and then I was like, oh shit,
mm,
like I'm here now. It's like and I was shaking.
right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and
You know that feeling when you're like first to like an event and then your tummy is strolling.
Yeah.
That feeling.
that
Yeah.
sort of feeling. And I remember before that, right? Like we always like we as a you guys lah, right?
Yeah.
You guys always beat a Singaporean team.
Yeah, that's the
Whatever
thing.
name that they changed to.
That's the thing.
Right.
That's the
And
thing.
then it had to be SEA Games that everybody's like, okay, our next match with Singapore, can lah. And
That's the
that
thing.
happened.
Then that
So,
happened.
yeah, the whole country was like,
Yeah, we wanted to
Yeah.
get third, and at least a medal to come back, but
Mm.
we failed.
Mm.
That's also like the few regrets we have in like in esports. I mean, it's life in general. You're
Mm.
bound to have regrets somewhere.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then I feel like that's like the slow downfall of the team as well until okay, WSCS we won, right? Yeah, that was pretty happy. In my life I won like 2 MYSG events.
Mm.
One is one is a Icon series and one is the
Right.
MYSG.
Yeah, basically it's the same tournament,
Same
just
tournament,
different
just
name.
different names.
Yeah.
Yeah, more money, less money.
Yeah.
And then afterwards we started play. There's no more official league anymore. Then we have to play like all those like ESL tournaments, random tournaments, like here and there, semi-pro tournaments.
Mm.
And then that's where we started realizing that it's starting to go downhill already. There's not much back end support from like Riot Games.
Are we gonna go there?
We're probably gonna go there later on. But yeah,
Okay.
then we slowly go downhill, and then Riot announced, we're no longer covering Western regions in their marketing plan already.
Mm.
That's where all the organizations in Southeast Asia realized one thing: it's time to drop Wild Rift,
Mm.
and that's almost end of Wild Rift law. Yeah, it was around like October or something, right? Yeah. But then right, we actually tried in Sem 9, 5 of us, to pick up Mobile Legends in 1 month. So we can try for MPL qualifiers.
Mm. Yeah.
How did that went out?
Yeah.
We did decent. We beat Singapore MPL teams. Even though everyone was fresh to the game, new to the game, we played a lot.
Mm.
And then who did we lose to?
And you had Veki that time, right?
We had Veki, we had Shang, we had Veki and Shang, the two. They played more lah, right?
Yeah. And Veki used to play for Geek Fam also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's now the champion coach of EWC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, proud of him. I still catch up to him time to time. But yeah, we tried. Who did we lose to? We lost to Sekai's.
Oh.
Yeah.
So which team was he that time?
He was in Elux.
Oh yeah, Elux before they become SRG.
Yes, correct. No,
Yeah, they were Elux to the best of my memory.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
Elux. And then they
Right.
got picked up and everything. Yeah. And then we fought them. We lost to them.
So you were one step to qualify basically.
I mean, I wouldn't say one step, but
Right.
eventually we had to face some strong teams, right? And
Yeah.
then we didn't know we faced the strongest one out of everyone, the
Right.
tier 2 dominators.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then we were like, okay, lor. And then everybody, we part ways, lor. We
Mm.
lost that one, everybody part ways. If we qualify, maybe we will see Sam MLBB. Or
Mm.
like us playing in MLBB. But we lost. Yeah. Then we every part ways, lor. I went on, work as a salesperson for carpet.
Mm.
Like all these carpets.
Mm.
Yeah, I know where to get them cheap.
Oh.
This specific piece, maybe I know also.
Is this one cheap?
This is custom made. This one custom made.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's not cheap.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
This is family heirloom.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but then yeah, lah, I went to work on for a year. I felt like corporate was kind of boring because I was working with. I wouldn't say like it was a really a big issue. It's because like do I really want to do this for the rest of my life?
Mm.
Then I was like nah, it's fine. Then the following year 2024, which is last year, I resigned during January. Nothing much happened over the course of those years. It's just like me going to work.
It's pretty repetitive for you.
It's very repetitive. I mean, like, sure, but it's not really something I would like to do. It's like, sales. I can talk to people. I can like walk around. Yeah, it's
Mm.
pretty good. Oh, why did I choose sales?
Mm.
It's because the Berjaya, I think it was one of the CEOs, I think,
Mm.
or like the general managers. He's called Mr. Wong.
Okay.
Yeah, that time he was in BJD, and then for some reason, right, I was on LinkedIn, minding my own business. After a while, right, after Chinese New Year, I was like, damn boring. I had to find a job, right?
Mm.
Then I found a job. It's like, this person from Berjaya last time, he texted me. He's like, do you want a job? I'm this new company, so you want to come over? And then I'm like, sales though. And then I for some reason I had like a block. I have a mental block towards sales.
Mm.
I'm like, okay lah, trainer. I'll force myself to do sales lah.
Mm.
Yeah, I went to do sales for a year. I'm like, oh, okay, pretty good, pretty cool, cool stuff. But then, yeah, just not what I would like to do for the rest of my life, right?
Mm.
It's a really important skill, I would say, very important skill.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It just like it pushes you to do more things rather than just sales itself. You know more people. That skill set is very important, I would say.
I believe in almost every role there will be an element of sales to it, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
either you're selling yourself, the product, or the company.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Selling yourself is very important.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
very important. If you can do something but you don't know how to sell yourself, it's
Yeah.
a waste. A waste.
Mm.
It's
Nobody
not-
would know.
Nobody would know. Oh, you just do
Exactly.
it. Yeah, but then the
Exactly.
person who's selling you, he earns all the glory.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's why people sometimes they have like agents in between.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'll do
yeah.
all the selling, I'll take a piece, you do all the work.
Yeah, correct.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they know the thing also. Yeah, they can talk. Talking is a very important skill also. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, then fast forward, it's like 2024. 2024. Yeah. That's where 2024. I quit my sales job.
Mm.
Nothing much happened during 2024. It's just like a lot of back and forth. Just struggling to find things out because there's a stress on like us 2000s or like 1990s to 2000s, right? It's like you don't know what you're doing.
Mm.
Like you at your age, your parents probably gave birth to like 7 children already,
Oh.
and then like have their own house, have like their own like no.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
we are in the same boat. We're in the same boat. They have
Oh,
their
okay.
own house, have their car, have you brought you up to this, and then like their children are in school. But you look at yourself like me right now, right? What am I doing?
Mm.
Yeah, it's like damn. Like what is my purpose? It's like what am I aside from esports that I'm forced to quit already, right? Not to say forced lah, but I'm like I slide out already, right? Because I couldn't achieve my right.
Mm.
So what is my purpose right now? Okay lah, go to work like everybody else. Then do I just repeat it for 50 years of my life and then just like look at my EPF and like, oh, time to retire?
Mm.
Then I'm like, that's not the life I want.
Okay.
Like until now, I'm still trying to work out like what I want to do, but time like trying everything, right?
Yeah.
But like 2023, 2024 was a very tough time. It's like I don't know what I want to do.
Mm.
So like as I finished my job in sales, I moved towards to Chinese New Year. Same thing, Chinese New Year again.
Mm.
Thank you, Eric Cole, which is the
Oh.
he was the one that posted that one Facebook post on Facebook, looking for a Dota 2 manager.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he used to work in Sam 9 as I think general manager or head of esports. I forgot already.
Yeah.
Head of esports, I think. Yeah.
Head of esports.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I guess I'll try out. I guess
Mm.
he was in like Europe, and then I like sent him like he gave me a test, and I did the test. He's like, oh, I'll
What,
try you out.
what was the test?
No, he just gave me like a few like player logistics questions.
Okay.
Like if this situation is given to you, you need to achieve this visa in this limited amount of time. What would you do to expedite the process?
Right.
And then like I answered a few like, oh, you can use this service, that service, do this, do that, and then it's like, oh, you somehow hit few of the answers, you can come and try out.
Mm.
Then we try out, we agreed, and then that's where it comes lah. Is esports a place that you should work in terms of salary or growth?
Mm.
I feel like if you work in esports for the salary, you're in the wrong industry.
Mm.
Very wrong industry.
Okay.
I feel like this industry, right, is it's like crypto. It's
Yeah,
like
well,
it's like you
yeah.
never know. It's like it's going high or going low.
Okay.
I mean, like it's like saying it's like crypto is like a
Mm.
it's not like a very appropriate term, but you get what I mean, right? It's
Yeah,
like
it's the uncertainty
it's the
of
uncertainty.
it.
It's
Right.
like, do you get paid?
Mm.
Do you get a raise? Well, what do you do after you quit esports?
Mm.
Yeah, right. You have these kind of uncertainties, right? But if you look at it, right, you actually cover a lot of things because esports is always understaffed.
Mm.
It's like, why? Oh, we don't have money. So, hey, can you do this also? Oh, you're in marketing. Hey, can you wipe the toilet also? No, not to say this, right?
Okay,
But you're
okay.
marketing, can you also do
Yeah.
like event management also? You somehow get like, if you enter through that process, I believe they can do more lah.
Mm.
Like my time with Aurora, okay, when Eric asked me to join Aurora, I was like, oh, what should I have done?
Mm.
Like, should I do it? Like, would I enjoy this? But it's like, okay, I try lor. Wow, that was a very tough time actually.
Oh,
Not-
okay.
Everything was so fast. Everything
Mm.
was so packed. Like, cause Dota events, this is the thing between Valve events and Riot events and or like other
The done line.
line lah.
Okay.
Valve events, right? You technically keep flying because you okay. this month you're probably in Malaysia for boot camp. Next month you're probably in like Europe. Then you're probably in like Saudi because you keep flying for multiple tournaments. And then as like managers, right, you have to keep pushing for, have to keep planning and pushing for all those like visas, where to train, where to stay, budget requests. Did I handle all of this? No. I was trying to learn whatever I can from Eric. He really, I would say, wow, he's really a insane worker. Like he can just handle all of this with expertise. Like I was learning my best to like accommodate all this. At the end of my tenure there, yeah, I learned something. Am I very good? No. Can I do it? Yeah, maybe, yeah. But out of the 6 months, I really learned a lot from him. It's like from the managerial back end side. I was a player. I didn't really travel much, but if you really travel as with like all these like real professionals, sorry to say like fake professionals, like it's like do I call myself a professional player? Maybe not.
Okay, in comparison to
In comparison to
the
Dota, because the people I was handling, I was like taking care of were tier 1 pros, all the major winners, big pros, famous people, the millionaires.
who were your players that time?
I think 23 Savage,
Okay,
Jabs,
Okay.
Q, Ollie, and one more. Oh, the mid lane was a new European player.
right,
It's called Lorenov. Yeah,
right,
but
and
yeah.
they're all definitely top tier.
They're all
Yeah.
definitely top tier, like millionaires, and they really showed a different perspective of what is it to be a pro. So I was like, wow, I never really thought of it that way.
But I want to break down a little bit on that,
Yeah.
right? Like, how are they different than the pros that maybe most people would perceive?
It's just how they does it translate to when you are good at the game? Do you automatically become a pro?
Well, in most people's definition, if you play a tier 1 tournament, you're pro.
Yeah, for them,
Yeah.
right? It's like, yeah, they play tier 1 tournaments and then they fly a lot out of the country. They attend major events, like offline events with thousands of viewers. Damn. That's what differs from like actual, not say actual pros, but like they experience all of this, playing on the stage, going to grand finals, doing like major events, and then knowing a lot. You know, it's like the thing is, right, when I first joined, right, their lifestyle and your lifestyle is so different, right? You have to accommodate your lifestyle. It's like, wow, bro, you're flexing on me, right? It's like, but no, it's just how they live because of how much they're earning.
It's like the luxury items that they
Oh
have.
yeah, that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Right.
Man.
What's the craziest that you have seen?
Someone cash buying a car?
Cash buy a car.
Yeah.
What car?
A Mercedes?
Oh, okay. Cash buy Mercedes.
Cash
okay,
buy.
so that's
Full,
the benchmark.
Full.
Full.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that's the benchmark if you're.
I hope he doesn't see this.
Okay. Well, we don't know who it is.
Yeah, you don't know
we
who it is.
We
Yeah,
don't know who it is. Yeah. But what characteristics are they different as a pro as compared to what you as an ex-pro would have seen in the scene?
Was it
Like
they're-
characteristics.
in the end, they're kids.
Oh, okay.
You are their nanny. You're their nanny plus their manager.
Right.
So Eric gave me a very different perspective. It's like, if they do something wrong, it's your fault.
Wait.
So it's
Okay.
like how I explain it is like this.
Uh-huh.
If this person does a specific action that harms the team, but you never tell him not to do it, it's your fault. Because you're the manager. You are supposed to forbid it or happening. But if you tell him already and you still do, that's his problem, right?
Right.
But so you have to take care of their well-being and what they do also.
Ah.
But you cannot be too forceful.
Right.
Yeah. It's very different than handling Malaysian kids.
Uh-huh.
Because like you can tell them like they generally listen or like they are afraid. But these people, they have their own characteristic and they're very different.
They're very fixated
They're
to
fixated
it.
to it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like you cannot kacau them too much and you cannot like step over the boundary. You have to give them sufficient space also.
So it sounds more like they are in control than you are in control.
That's why you have to have a balance of both. They cannot have more control than you, but you have to have the boundary. Yeah. So like that was a super tough time to learn how to do this. Did I learn it? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, but in the end, I've been to I have been to a lot of events. Like I've been to my first event was in Romania, PGL Wallachia. Damn. Dota players, man, they living good.
Right.
5-star hotels, big venues, transports.
In comparison to how we felt at EWC.
Oh, it was much better.
Okay.
But
Alright.
PGL Wallachia was also very good.
It was there, lah.
It was there, man. It was
Okay.
there.
Right.
And then
I can imagine the luxury now.
oh man, wow, EWC was crazy as well.
Mm.
5-star hotels every day, but the food was.
Yeah.
The food was every day, like
mm.
like shish kebab,
Yeah.
rendang, all those, yeah. But it's okay. It was very luxurious.
Mm.
It's like, damn, what am I missing out as an esports player? Did I
Mm.
really pick the wrong game?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Wild Rift,
Yeah.
that game.
So, what is your thought? Did you pick the wrong game?
Nah, there's no do back. So,
Okay.
could I have done well in another game? Maybe not.
Mm.
So maybe this was what I could have done the best in.
Mm.
Yeah. So no regrets lah.
Mhm.
Even if I will regret, what can I do, right? It's already happened already. Yeah.
But if you can turn back time,
Ah. Maybe not League lah if I can turn back time. I feel like
Right.
every pro that I met that picked League in Malaysia kind of regret it.
right? You could have just like, okay, I'll go. If I saw this future, I'll probably just go all the way
But
Dota.
it's the experience that matters also. Like, maybe
Right.
you could have been a billionaire, but you cannot like meet the people that you met.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's very
okay,
profound.
okay.
Yeah, but
cool.
there's no saying all these kind of things, right? It's just
Yeah.
what if, right? What
Yeah.
ifs, yeah.
Of course.
But
yeah.
since I pick it already, I never really bitch about it. It's like,
Mm.
okay lah, like that lah.
Right.
So in the end, I was supposed to work with them for 1 year.
Mm.
But in 6 months, I felt like, I was too stressed out already. Because I couldn't really figure out what was I doing.
Mm.
I was like very stressed out, and then the amount of work, could I do it? I could have done it, but I felt very miserable.
Mm.
Because I couldn't really merge with like the team atmosphere and everything.
Right.
Because they were not what I expected also, and then it took me a very long time to merge with them.
Why? Yeah.
I just, maybe it's my personality issue also.
Mm.
I was doing okay, but I felt I couldn't form a bond with them.
Mm.
Yeah, you know?
Right. It's like everyone's very individualistic, is it?
Oh yeah, that time they were very like work centric. It's like no one was really friends with each other. They were just like working there.
But I thought that, if you play in a team, like team bonding,
yeah.
all that is all the important things that we always
But
talk about.
I think that team for that time, that was what happened.
Mm.
So it's like maybe I couldn't really like convert myself to that style. So I felt really uncomfortable.
Mm.
But was it their fault or my fault? No, it's no one's fault. It's just maybe like my perception of like what a team is different from what their perception of a team is.
Mm.
Yeah. So in a sense, it's like, I like I was at EWC.
Mm.
I finished by 21 days there. I was there for 3 weeks, man.
Dota was the longest
It was
game.
just so long. Play-ins and new playoffs.
Mm.
It was like crazy, man. It's like crowd was crazy. Everything was good. Oh, fortunately enough, thanks to this job, I also managed to watch my first League of Legends global event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you see, what was it called again? The the EWC League Finals or whatever, right?
Yeah.
that thing, right? Yeah, I managed to see Faker win another tournament. It's
Yeah,
like,
you-
wow.
Yeah. Did you manage to get a picture with Faker?
I did.
You did. Okay,
Yeah,
dream
yeah,
come
yeah.
true lah.
The dream come true. I was like, damn, I was starstruck.
Yeah. Do you have the picture with Faker?
Go. I show you.
Okay. Right. That's an early show and tell.
What's the camera I can show to? Wait.
Okay.
This
Which
one.
cam? Which cam?
Is that?
Okay.
I got this.
Oh yeah, you did post it up.
Yeah, I didn't post it out.
Yeah,
oh
I
my
remember
god.
that one.
I was like, I had a very tough day. I went to the buffet dinner downstairs of my hotel room. I was like, when is this day gonna end? Then I was like picking my food. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy looks familiar. Oh my god, it's Faker.
안녕하세요.
I was like, can I pick? Then I get, and then it's like, people keep telling me, it's like, oh, if he's eating, you cannot take a picture of him. So when the moment he entered, I'm like, hey, can I get a picture of you? He's like, sure, bro.
That was before he eat. Okay, so technically,
Technically, I don't know.
that is before he.
Yeah.
Right.
Because usually when all the T1 players they go into the hotel breakfast, right? You're not
Right.
supposed to take picture. Then people will just push you out and say no pictures.
Oh, they have like bodyguards, right?
Like their managers, all those are. Yeah.
But not actually a bodyguard.
No,
bodyguard lah.
not to that
Right.
extent. Maybe doing at the venue, but yeah, not to that extent. Yeah.
Okay. He flexed with Faker, right? I also want to flex.
You also got.
I got a different one.
Damn.
I got this. Sam.
Oh yeah. Come to think of it, right? All the since I work in Aurora for like 6 months, right? I met a lot of pro players. You know,
Right.
all the known ones like Amir, all those,
Yeah.
all the known ones from like whatever you know, right? I've seen them.
Like you damn starstruck, right? Sitting there.
No, not really, lah.
Oh no.
Because I'm not really Dota fan at the time.
Okay.
I was like,
I was like, yeah. Anyway.
So I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow, that I saw that guy on television before.
Okay.
Oh, that too. Oh yeah, wow.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, then I was just like sitting there. I was like, Because you cannot really be like a super fanboy if you work in the industry.
Yeah.
People will treat you like, oh, it's that guy again.
Yeah, you also have to act cool, like you're one of them.
I mean, for me, it's like I wasn't really starstruck with Dota players. It's like,
Okay.
oh, hello. It's
yeah,
like,
until
hi.
T1 walks in, right?
Oh yeah, that's something different, bro. It's
Then
like,
you'll be like,
because I met them too. It's like at EWC, I met all the players that I saw on TV on League of Legends. I'm like, oh shit, these are all those players.
oh.
But then only Faker and T1, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
okay,
Like,
gotta go, bro.
Cannot tahan, cannot
Gotta go.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Gamushi, all that come in.
Oh, I got a picture of Gumashi in the toilet. I went to the toilet. I was washing my hands. This guy comes in, washes. I'm like, picture? Can I picture? It's like, yeah, picture. Okay. Then this guy just out of the urinal. He come over.
Picture, yeah,
Picture?
picture.
Yeah, it's also picture.
Oh yeah, it was like, but you also cannot overly fanboy at the same
It's
time.
like,
You need to,
oh,
control,
I just
right?
tell them like, oh, can I get a picture of you? It's like, sure. Like okay, Pio?
Yeah, you cannot go. Oh my god, can I get?
Oh
it?"
no, I never do. I would never do that. Never do that.
So you don't play lah.
Yeah.
So I don't play. Although I feel like that,
Act
but
cool lah.
act cool is like, hey man, can I get a picture of you?
You know, I want to give a what if, right? What if like you want to take a picture with them and then they go like, hey, aren't you Sagi?
Hey man, no way, man.
Oh, yeah, you'll be like,
If that were to happen,
yeah.
If that were to happen, it's like, I'll be like, huh? You know me?
How?
How?
I thought you
nah.
faint on the spot or something.
Nah, I won't lah. Not
They
the next
say-
time. I'll be very confused. Like, yeah, it's just like that lah. Very confused lah.
Right.
Yeah, but all in all, the Dota 2 job, yeah, stressful, but it really gave me a lot of like esports experience. It's
Right.
like I went to Romania. Never been to European country before.
Mm.
I went to Romania, man. Okay lah, Europe countries, a bit.
Oh.
Overrated.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Have you been to Europe before?
of course.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's Amir. Would you agree with that? I haven't been to Europe, so
I'm not really know because I live there, so yeah.
Oh, you live
Oh.
there?
Yeah,
Where do you live in Europe?
I was in Swiss, I was in Italy for a bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
No, because I was in Romania and Denmark. I've been there for like I stayed at those two places.
Denmark is okay. Denmark is boring. Denmark is
Yeah,
boring
yeah.
because they're
Oh.
very
And
mellow.
then for some reason, right, every country I went to, there's always this Chinese China person opening a stall there. There's so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
China food there.
Chinese, China, and then there's always Bangladeshi.
Bangladesh Indian food.
And
Yeah. You would think that the options are.
Mama.
I had Indonesian food with like mee goreng in Denmark during TI.
Wow.
yeah, there's always Indonesian
Yeah.
selling mee goreng and also satay.
There's
there.
always sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sushi, avocado, cream cheese, all those. You know, yeah. But yeah, technically Asian food. It's oh yeah, it's always cooked with Filipinos too.
Oh. They're everywhere.
everywhere. You'll always meet a Filipino everywhere.
Yep.
Wherever you go, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, it's very perspective opening. It's like I've never been to Europe. I worked that job. I've been to 2 European countries, Romania and Denmark. And then I've witnessed very large scale events.
Mm.
I witnessed like League of Legends tournament, you know, the Dota 2 tournaments, and I witnessed like TI.
Oh yeah, you guys went to TI qualify.
No, we qualified for TI.
qualified to TIs that
we
time, right?
qualified to the main stage as well, the top
Right.
8.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I will even watch the grand finals. It was crazy.
Right.
Yeah. It's just like
Was it the one that Liquid won?
yes, correct.
That one.
That's
okay. Yeah.
It was the one that Liquid won. It was like wow, very perspective opening, very cool. I submit my notice after EWC because I was too stressed out, and I was like, this is what I want to do again.
Mm.
A lot of job hopping, but do I
Mm.
regret it? Maybe, I don't know.
Mm.
But afterwards, I was like, because I was earning decent money there, but I was trading a lot of my time and my soul for it.
Mm.
Because like, this goes back to the thing that we mentioned just now at the start of the podcast. Esports money, right?
Mm.
I feel like only a specific few companies, I don't know which companies, right?
Mm.
Maybe they pay in US dollars, then you'll be happy as a Malaysian. But if you work as a normal esports company in like Malaysia, you get paid the same or maybe lower compared to the rates. And maybe can you pivot to another company? I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know.
Mm.
So that's like I guess like some people's worry. I guess if when you're working in esports,
Mm.
how do you pivot?
Mm.
Right.
But even if you work in international, can you pivot easily?
Only in managerial roles, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on the role.
Yeah,
that
because
that
I
you
was doing
play.
managerial role, but I wasn't like, I haven't like blossomed in that role yet. But I quit already because of the stress and all. Yeah, maybe it's kind of bad lah if I quit because of stress and all. But it was very stressful, and then I was eyeing HOK at the time.
Mm.
That's how I transferred HOK also.
Right. So you had the goal of playing again in HOK?
At first, I was the goal at playing.
Alright.
I was trying. I was really forcing myself to play every day.
Mm.
I was really forcing myself, playing like 16 hours a day. I was really trying to like get back to the groove on like going pro in HOK.
Mm.
After I quit the manager job,
Right.
everything was good and all, stressful, but yeah, I quit and in good terms with Aurora. I went to try to play pro. So I was like trying to meet the standard of going pro. Playing China server, trying to hit that benchmark of going pro in Malaysia. They have a specific benchmark. It's like, if you think about it, it's like, for those who want to go pro in HOK, right?
Mm.
The benchmark is go play China server, go
Mm.
hit like 2,000 peak points and above. If
Okay.
you don't know, it's technically just like their solo mode that you just have to play with like 9 random players of the same ladder. It's like ladder like that.
Yeah, that's the one that only appears every weekend or something,
Oh no,
right?
it plays daily,
Huh?
but on only a specific time.
Okay.
For China, it's like 12 to 12. For C or global, it's 7 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's like the specific mode that you have to really climb. It's like MLB like that. If you hit mythical glory, legend, mythical glory, is it called? Yeah,
Mm.
the mythical glory.
Mm.
Is it good? Oh yeah, good for you. But can you go pro with that? Not really, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it's the same concept for both games. Like rank is cool and all, but you have to hit a specific benchmark for both games. For MLB, maybe it's like you have to have um good good results, or like
I think there's a win rate percentage.
win rate percentage. That's
Yeah.
one, and like good results in like semi-pro tournaments or like amateur tournaments.
Yeah.
So like it's like your portfolio lah.
Mm.
In Hawk, it's like that solo mode. It's like the benchmark of your skills.
Mm.
Because in esports, skills cannot be taught.
Mm.
Macro, which is the brain, can be taught if you're not rigid,
Mm.
right? So people will scout skillful players first.
Mm.
So that's the benchmark that they can, the ladder that they can grab from. That's why there's a lot of like China imports. There's a lot of like young Malaysian talents
Mm.
playing the HOK game.
Mm.
That's why we are strong as a region, because they have already access to this server, this language that they are familiar with, and they carry on this experience back to Malaysia. That's why we are dominating in non-China tournaments.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you see China tournaments come in, that's the super huge gap that we need to bridge, but we cannot bridge.
Mm.
Yeah. Can we bridge? Maybe not in this lifetime, I would say.
Right.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult.
And how about you bridging that gap to go pro?
That time I was really trying.
Yeah.
I was really trying day and night, every day, forcing myself. But in the end, I really couldn't make it lah. It was just a different game for me, and it took a long time. I see myself being a pro, but I don't see myself being a winning pro.
Mm.
Like I would be like, oh, at most mid pack.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
And then time was also alarming me. It's like, oh, I'm 25 and I'm playing a phone game. I'm trying to go in a role where it's very mechanically demanding.
Mm.
Is everyone faker? No, everyone is not faker.
Mm.
So you have to be realistic also.
Mm.
Yeah, you can play games for a living,
Mm.
but you have to be realistic on yourself, on the timeline that you give yourself. I
Mm.
gave myself 3 months to try. I couldn't really achieve it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow. If like someone like you who says that, so my personal experience as a casual player, I think of myself as a casual player that has played multiple MOBAs.
Mhm.
Putting aside the PC MOBAs, they are totally different. But like the mobile MOBAs, so like I've tried all the popular titles that you can think of, lah, right? I do honestly find like HOK to be very high mechanical.
Oh yeah, it's like
Requirement.
MLBB.
Even MLB, I don't think it's that high.
Because you have to compare to the top level of tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, tournament level, right? MLBB and HOK is very similar as a game where MLBB, as long as the crystal don't explode, you still have to fight your way in front of the crystal.
Mm.
And yeah, it's called crystal, right? MLBB.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And same for HOK is slightly in the middle where you can use macro rotations to get yourself a edge. MLB is very mechanical heavy as well. Both games, yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay.
in HOK, it's like, why couldn't I make it? It's because there's too much crazy talents in Malaysia.
Right.
Yeah, too
okay.
much
The
vying for a role.
competition.
The competition is crazy.
Mm.
Maybe if I was younger, like 4 years, 21 years old right now, 20 years old right now,
Mm.
same time when I started Wild Rift, I would have aimed for HOK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but since that time is not correct, luck is for those who are prepared, right?
Mm.
I'm not prepared. So even if this MKL comes in, right, I wouldn't say that I will be able to be in the top dogs that how I've been in Wild Rift.
Right.
Yeah.
So there were times where I felt like I just want to play a different game just for fun, right?
Mhm.
And then I played back Wild Rift this one day, And then I felt how slow Wild Rift is.
Yes, yes, correct. That's
Yeah.
why that game is not so viewership friendly
Right.
because it's hard to put. Okay, your first 4 minutes before the objective is laning,
Mm.
and you hardly have any interaction in the game aside from like potential scuttle crabs, which pro teams will avoid. So like, what makes MOB such an interesting sport?
Mm.
2 minute, you have turtle.
Mm.
That's where people start fighting. That's where all the action starts coming in.
Mm.
1 minute, you have all the laning and potential like small jungle camp invades.
Mm.
So that's what makes it interesting, right? League of Legends is okay lah, maybe scuttle crab, but hardly you will risk your life over a scuttle crab. Compared to turtle, which is like a major objective, right?
Mm.
Even for HOK as well, these two are very similar in terms. MLB, lots of action, very nice to watch. HOK and Wild Rift, lesser action, very macro centric,
Mm.
right? Yeah. So that's what differs most in terms of like viewer experience.
Mm.
Yeah. So like HOK has that problem as well actually.
Mm.
If you watch like two top teams, let's say we put BSE and Nova together, right? You will see hardly like I think that was an issue back in KC 2024. So pro teams against pro teams, Malaysia versus Malaysia, right? You hardly see any kills.
Mm.
Everybody's just playing macro, playing their basics. 10 minute probably like 6 kills in total, right?
Yep.
Not a lot of like bombastic style where like Indonesian teams bring in where they have a lot of kills, which resembles their MPL style.
Mm.
Yeah, because these are Chinese players, Malaysian Chinese kids players, right? They don't really play MLBB or so. They just do what their coaches teach them,
Mm.
which is very different from like the team dominator style back in KC 2024, where they force fights. They keep wanting to fight.
Mm. Yeah. That's what they are always known for that time.
Yes, correct. So it's like HOK has this problem where if there is no action needed, there will be no action needed
Mm.
until 4 minutes for first Tyrant. No fight law. Then 10 minutes, no fight law.
Mm.
So this will keep happening, and it will be a user. What do you say? Call it a user, a viewer experience issue. It's like
Right.
oh man, I'm just gonna watch this boring game
Mm.
until like a specific time mark where they don't even fight at all, and then one fight they win and then they end the game. It's like kind of boring, right? It's like LCK.
Mm.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Right.
So that's one problem that they have to address also if they want to make the viewership experience better.
For Wild Rift, eh?
For HOK
For
actually.
okay.
I
Okay.
mean both are. Warrior is already
Okay.
dead lah, so we put that aside lah.
okay,
Right? Yeah. There's
right.
no viewership to begin with that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I also want to ask like your POV, right?
Mm.
Because you obviously have played a lot of Wild Rift, obviously. Did that kind of affected the adaptation to a faster gameplay like HOK mechanically or even mindset wise, macro
I
wise,
feel like
even?
HOK MLBB, these two games are you can transfer skills between these two games.
Okay.
Because side lane roles are different. Let's say I play marksman, right? I play I play Dragon Lane in Wild Rift.
Mm.
I was too babied by my support and my team to provide me things that I need. So I don't know how to play a side lane in MLB or HOK. That one is because that you have to play solo because of the team comp requirement. So like you have to play safe, all those, you cannot, and then there's no wards. So you have to have a better awareness on how to position yourself, where to stand, when to back off, how to play lane, and essentially,
Mm.
I was very aggressive as a laner back in like Wild Rift. But when I approach games like MLBB and HOK, right, I learned how to tone it down and like respect the map.
Mm.
You have to keep constantly looking at the map. You cannot be babied anymore. You have to be accountable for your own lane.
Mm.
Yeah. So like that's the transition between League of Legends player or League of Legends Wild Rift player towards the MLB HOK title because you have to handle your own lane essentially. Yeah.
Right.
I feel like I believe that's for other roles as well. Every role is different.
Mm.
Every role is very different. Yeah. So essentially, game is very different. Very
Mm.
different.
Mm.
But in terms of like settings, gameplay, Warrior is always gonna be the best. But in terms of popularity, it's definitely MLBB.
Mm.
Yeah. MLBB, I feel like after like several adjustments, as they slowly catch back towards the settings and everything, right, they can be more complete game. HOK is trying to match that currently with like lots of events, free skins, trying to like tackle the MLBB current market to get some of the user acquisition over there.
Mm.
So can they succeed? Will they be another Wild Rift? So far as of now that we see, we say what happened to Wild Rift first, right?
Mm.
It was never really a popular game to begin with, right? Viewership was never really that good. It was obvious in like 3 digits, hundreds or 200s or at most 300s, right?
Honestly, it was a surprise for me because I would thought that the league people would enjoy.
That's the thing. League of Legends people in Malaysia never really watch tournaments. if you were to look at TLC viewership or like LCM viewership, right, it was always around like 80 to 100.
Let's do a survey here.
He
Okay.
watched because he was in that ecosystem.
Okay, because
He was in the ecosystem. Yeah.
Lynn watches. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Like you were in the ecosystem, I was in the ecosystem, so we generally watch it, right?
Okay.
Like, yeah, so like for other people, right, it's like, oh, it's just a team that no one wins in this. No one wins in LCM. Like who like does KLH win anything?
Mm.
Like they can't conquer C. They don't go to world level tournaments. Maybe that's why what stopped like the growth from league. We don't have a hero, right?
Mm.
So what makes MLB so different? It's like, oh, we have Todak, we have the national Malaysia Pride, M3 third placer, right? They actually make it to Worlds, makes it to like a national level tournament, international level tournament, right?
Yep.
And then like more fast forward, we have SRG, the new heroes, which is currently SRG OG, right? They are heroes as well. They won EWC, the first national international title. That's why like the viewership skyrocketed. And of course, the first mover, right? MLB is first in the MOBA scene. Maybe like you can argue like Vainglory or those, right? But is their marketing better than Mobile Legends early days? No, right?
In
So
comparison.
like they really capture the market, and it's really like a it's already a cultural game now. Like when you bind it, like do you see Mamak, right? Everybody's playing it. You see people fighting over MLBB across like countries. Like, oh, you suck. Oh, dark system. You know, like stuff like that happens, right? It's really like a culturally binded game. So when Warrior came in, they're in no place to counter that. Also, their marketing wasn't really that good. Something I really don't know is like why did they blew so much money in like a Singapore LAN event, one of the most expensive places in the world, for their LAN event. So like that always scratches. I always scratch my head like, oh, what's with that decision then? It's like their first major tournament, first LAN event, and first and last LAN event. So it's like, oh, what was going through their mind? Maybe at the time was MCO, so maybe they really wanted to capture like a LAN event, and Singapore was the only ready place that everybody can come in. Maybe that was the reasoning. I don't know.
Maybe. Would it be better to do in Malaysia, right? Wink, wink.
Yeah, maybe we're cheap, right? Oh, sorry, we're affordable. We're affordable.
We're affordable.
Yeah. Sorry. Don't cut that in. Yeah, we're affordable, right? We're affordable. So maybe they blew all their budget there, and then that's where they slowly start sinking. They cannot do marketing. Like, to be honest, right? Have you seen any marketing from Riot for Wild Rift? Only a few, right? Not a lot, right?
Yeah.
In comparison to the HOK, right? That title is crazy. The amount of money they're pouring. Oh, 7GL, 7GL. HOK buka puasa dinner. Ramadan bazaar. And then Chinese influencers that they are very big and famous for a show match. They are pouring a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like to a point that, wow, will this affect their marketing budget? Will this marketing okay. Money is money, right? Will their budget eventually pop? And will they escalate into a situation where it will go downhill? Right? How long can they last? Can they last until they capture a significant amount of market from MLBB? I don't know. So it's like, will they succeed? I don't know. But it's definitely doing better than what Warrior is doing in the early days. That I can say.
Definitely have to applaud them for making the moves.
Because one thing's for sure, we have a winning team from Malaysia. That's something to support. So eventually, if let's say MLB don't win anything else, maybe some people will slowly pivot towards the HOK side and support them.
Right.
But HOK has a problem. Our Malaysian heroes, they don't know how to speak very good Malay or Malay. That's a very big issue.
Okay. This one, we gotta talk. We gotta talk, right? We gotta talk. Okay, so why do you think this is happening? Okay, because you obviously you played with teams before, like, and you've interacted with other teams. But why are PR skills so low for players in general?
I think in general it's also because that they think, oh, I just need to know how to play the game.
Okay.
I mean, who cares? I just need to know how to play the game. It's like, oh, I win money and that's it. Yeah.
But Dota players different, right? Like they, in general, I'm speaking in general, right?
Because Dota players, they can
well.
speak English. They have to speak English.
Okay.
It's a global language, right? Because like in teams, right, they generally speak English.
Right.
Even like if you're like, you don't know speak English, you have to speak English. That's why they can speak English.
Right.
And then, okay, maybe this is because of upbringing also.
Okay.
For me, did I know how to speak Bahasa Melayu when I grew up? No. My Bahasa Melayu was very bad.
Okay.
How did it happen? Why did this happen? Mainly is because it depends on your upbringing where, let's say you go to SJKC. Everybody speaks Chinese. Even in your house, your mom and dad speak to you in Chinese. But for me, okay, I maybe it's an excuse, but my mom and dad was never really educated. like they never really go to school, so they cannot really teach me Bahasa Melayu.
Mm.
And then we speak Chinese at home, right? That's not really an excuse. Okay, then I go to Chinese school.
Mm.
I speak Chinese also.
Right.
I go to Malay school. I speak Chinese to my Chinese friends. Then I occasionally speak Malay to my Malay friends.
Right.
Not a lot, right?
Mm.
Then my Malay was very bad.
Mm.
Then how did my Malay get good?
Mm.
I live in BJD, and then that time there was this player called Nanas.
Yep.
And then there
The
was a
player
few,
that never played.
I think yes, correct. And
Okay.
then there was like a few like Malay staff there also. And then I spoke a lot of Malay. I kept forcing myself to speak Malay to them.
Mm.
And then I forced myself to speak Malay to my sales company back end staff.
Mm.
And that's where it started getting better and better lah. Then I did Malay content also on my channel.
Mm.
Yeah. And then when I live stream, I do full Malay also.
Right.
Yeah. And then that's where it started getting better and better. You just kind of keep forcing yourself to speak the language.
Yeah, but it spike up quite fast for you in terms of learning language, right?
I mean, mainly it's because you speak it daily.
Right.
When I speak it daily, you learn it very fast.
Right.
Yeah, you force yourself to speak it, then you're very fast already. You have to just go through the cringe barrier.
Right.
The cringe barrier is like this. If you can go through the cringe barrier, you can achieve anything.
Mm.
You just don't have to feel cringe can already.
But is language the only problem with, let's say, local players in terms of building their PR?
Not so also. I feel like they don't really care about how they look.
Mm.
It's like language is one thing. Yes, because you are a Malaysian player but you don't speak Malay. How can that be?
Mm.
Yeah, and then you do see like teams like BSC, they put effort to like cultivate their players. Let's say for content, for example, they put in BM, they force their players to speak BM.
Mm.
And then Noah, for example, I think they are trying lah, right?
Yeah.
But other teams, right? Why is it like this? Is because right, one thing, they only know how to play game. Their
Okay.
grades maybe not so good, so they neglect their grades, they neglect their studies. I don't know. Maybe it happened. It's just my speculation.
Okay.
Maybe that happened, and then they are only good at games, so they don't know their PR skills is not brought up yet.
Then why do you think this is not trained by the management or the organization?
I feel like they find it too resource heavy to like cultivate players and take up their time to learn the language. Maybe it's like it's another investment they have to make.
But isn't that okay? I'm just thinking logically, right?
Yeah.
But isn't that like it feeds back into you have players with good PR, they have good personalities, equals to we can sell more merch, get more views.
I feel
all
like that
those
only
things.
applies to the first top two teams, like those teams that actually achieve globally. I mean,
Right.
do you even have money to like invest in like bottom teams? You don't even have a solid sponsor to begin with.
Okay, so the baseline is not there.
Yeah, besides
right?
not there. It's like no achievements, no nothing. So why do I want to invest so much on you, right?
Mm.
I mean, like maybe let's say like to a point where you are BSE, you are Nova, you are like Secret, right? Those teams they already have like a solid foundation. Then they only proceed to train their PR skill. Then I feel like that's more fitting. But of course lah, they have to put in their own as a individual because they still don't have the concept of like they have to be they are a public figure. Like those champions, they are public figures.
Yep.
Yeah. For like you're just pro player, maybe you're not. Thank you so much. For like those like pro players, right? They are not really like public figures yet, so they don't have that state of mind where they are like, oh, I have to learn this so I can like I won't say benefit from it, so I can like be a part of it.
Right.
It's like because like they only know how to play games, so they are not like mature enough to think towards the direction where, oh, I have to do this.
During your time when you were playing, were you guys not cultivated about post pro playing life?
No one knew. No one thought about that so far, right?
Right.
Yeah,
No.
no one thought of that.
Right.
And especially we were not public figures because we didn't really achieve to that level.
Well, you were not public figure.
I mean, I wouldn't say so lah.
Okay. I mean, you guys were like the idol, okay, of your
I mean,
time.
towards a small like group of people also lah. But then we were mainly English focused. But
Right.
for me, as I age and I see from a different perspective, right?
Mm.
I feel like because you live in Malaysia, right? And then you're of course we just go by stats. It's nothing race, culture, nothing. There is 90% of our Malay friends in Malaysia, right? And then the others are 10%, right? So if you learn Malay, you benefit yourself, right?
Yeah.
As in a business perspective or like how you capture the market, that 90% is important, right? So you have to if you are given that information, you will naturally pivot towards that. But then they don't think of that. They just think like, oh, I win tournament, I get money. But then if they don't think like, oh, after I win tournament, I get that small fame. But if I push myself to speak Bahasa Melayu and I leverage from this, and then I slowly
Yeah.
maybe I can secure a path for myself after I retire lah.
Yeah.
But no one is there to tell them that.
Right.
It's not their fault also. All
Mm.
these kids, they are like at most their average age is like 16 to 24.
Mm.
And then it's like probably average at 20. So no one's there to tell them that. It's like me. No one tell me I have to go to college. How do I know? Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how did you? So when was the realizing point for you that hey, I need to build my own personal brand?
I think it's just when I realized that yeah, why not I just try Bahasa Melayu?
Mm.
Yeah, like content and everything.
At which point of your timeline?
I think it's when I first started building my page.
Okay.
Yeah, I started Wild Rift.
Yeah.
I think like 2023. I started streaming a lot of Wild Rift.
Mm.
1K follower. And then at that time I was accustomed towards like English viewership because like my fans that time was Malaysia and global
Mm.
because they look at my content like like something like a Twitch channel like that, but I stream in TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Then slowly I do the same approach in like HOK. Very low numbers. It doesn't really work out.
Mm.
So I was thinking like, what if I do Malay, everything, the content. I try it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Mm.
And slowly that's where I started building.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you have to know like what market you are trying to or what niche you're trying to go for.
So actually, what triggered you to started building your personal brand?
I think it's thanks to my manager Edu also.
Mm.
Eduardo. He told me that
Shout out to Edo.
shout out to Edo.
Shout out to Edo. We
This one.
shout out to Edo. We used to study at the same school. He was my junior.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a junior too. Is it?
Cochranian?
No.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you mean SMK?
Yeah, SMK. He's my
Ah,
junior. Okay,
Cochrane,
so yeah,
Oh, I see.
technically you're also my.
yeah. Tasi,
Solid.
right? Yeah.
But that we are very very,
Very
far.
far away.
Okay.
But yeah, technically, right, it's like that time, right, it's like I first started streaming, right? I just got out of esports, right? Then I was like venturing towards content creation.
Mm.
I'm still trying right now. I'm still finding a foothold in streaming and content creation.
So it was just something that I just try. You know,
Just
no
try lah.
no excuses
No,
needed.
just
go.
try lah. You know,
Okay.
like you just have to keep trying until you find a content niche, right?
Mm.
But I'm still finding up to this day. I don't know what I'm good at.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm still trying lah. But once you fixate on something already, you try lor. Trial and error lor. You know, if you keep saying that I'll do it tomorrow, then open lah. You will never achieve ah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just like let's go. So it
go
sounds
lah.
like you're a very adventurous guy.
I would say adventurous but worried also lah. It's like you never know what you get also, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it's like for this the casting session upcoming Saturday, so I still don't know what I'm gonna do, right?
By the time of this recording, but by the time we release this, you've already casted lah. So
But yeah lah, it's like try lor. It's like when I was submitting that that casting sample, right? I was hesitating a lot also.
right.
But then I will keep forcing myself like do it lah. You know, you at most what? Face doesn't matter, right?
Right. Okay.
Muka don't matter until muka makes you money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself to force myself to do things.
Mm.
Your face don't matter until your marwa don't matter until the marwa earn you money lah.
But what motivates you to dive into things that you are uncertain of?
I'm worried about money, to be honest.
Okay.
Technically, I don't like to worry about money. But
Right.
I worry about money because I want to be not literate on financial, but more on like stable. It's like up to this day, right?
Mm.
I'm doing like lots of part-time, not say part-time, it's like all like projects and everything with other people, right? Like even for like certain things that I manage, like Facebook page, all those, right? But I still don't find a foothold lah. It's like on what I really want to do. It's like I'm 25. It's like it bothers me that I'm 25, you know? It's like damn, what am I doing? It's like why is there no like clear direction?
Okay.
I feel like that's just like a thing that younger people are thinking right now. It's like they don't know what they're doing. That they don't know what they are looking to pivot to, all those.
I'll throw you the hot seat question
Yeah,
now.
come.
Even Cloud don't know
Okay.
what he's doing.
Yeah,
Really?
actually, so, yeah, at times.
Right. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
like
like,
myself, man.
it's like that's why I'm like, it's like a struggle, you know. It's like, oh man, what am I doing?
Right.
It's like, okay, you see the money flow in, but damn, is this gonna last long?
Mm.
It's like, it's like, is this gonna last me a lifetime? Can I keep doing this a lifetime?
Mm.
Then that's why I keep like venturing into stuff. It's like, from content creation
Mm.
to like streaming to like building my own brand. No, not brand, sorry, my IP.
Mm.
Then now it's like we are like at the point where I'm trying to venture into casting.
Mm.
I'm like, is it gonna work out? I don't know.
You just do it.
I just do it. I don't
Right.
know.
But I want to throw you the hot seat
Yeah, come
question.
again, yeah.
Okay, before I throw you the hot seat question, I want to ask your perspective because obviously you're running this as your business,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Have you ever like had this thought of like, is that going to last you a lifetime sort of thing?
Of course, all the
Right.
time.
All the time.
All the time. I mean,
How do you
running business.
how do you overcome it?
Just do it lah. It's hard. You just do it. I mean,
Mm.
challenge
Thank you,
always
thank
come all the time.
It
Yeah,
almost
just-
sounds like the entrepreneur mindset of like you just gotta just try it and you never know.
Yeah. I mean, for entrepreneur, this is the hardest part. Starting a business, very easy. Doing business is very easy. The hardest part is
Maintaining one.
consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency. You have to maintain the consistency, your energy the same. That is the hardest
I
part.
feel like that's the same thing where like you maintain on streaming daily or like
Mm.
making content daily.
Mm.
I feel like that's something too. Like,
I mean, okay. This thing happened across
Industries?
Industries like this.
ah.
Before I run this business, I was a lecturer.
Oh.
So yeah, I was
For
a
what
lecturer.
subject?
Comparative religion. So yeah. So
Cool.
my background is religious study. So yeah, even then I was like, what am I doing here? Am I actually qualified to do this?
Oh, yeah.
And okay, here's the best part. I have friends that are actually super qualified. They are PhD holder
Oh, wow.
in the subject. They still have the same thought.
Oh, wow.
So
Really?
it happens to everyone. I have friends who are CEOs, like legit CEOs
Wow.
in a big company, multinational company.
And they still have the same thoughts.
They still have the same thought.
Wow, I feel like this should be a
Yeah.
very good real cut to educate everyone.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
this is the real life, man. I mean,
Yeah.
nowadays we are very easy to have perception of
Mm.
success because of the
Social media?
thing. Yeah, social media,
Ah.
the thing that we consume, social media lah. So we see all this the alpha male lah, the sigma male, all this, right? So we want to emulate them. So
I
we
see.
try to portray ourselves like, oh, we know what we are doing. But then again, everybody's struggling, man.
Yeah, I see.
I even had this conversation with my father. He retired last year. He did pretty well in his life. I gotta say that.
But he still has the same worry.
Of course.
Wow.
Wait. Really? Why?
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I mean, because the uncertainty, man.
I mean, even for your dad, he
Yeah.
feels the uncertainty.
Yeah, of course.
Why?
Of
What
course.
does your dad do?
He retired as a judge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, he retired as a judge.
Respect.
So at times, everybody will have the same thought.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Wow, that really brings into a different perspective. I never really thought of it that way.
I mean,
Mm.
chill, 35, yeah. Because I mean, life gonna hit you hard. Definitely. I gotta be honest. Definitely it will.
Yeah.
Now coming back to my hot seat
Yeah,
question,
come,
right?
come, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Thank you,
now
thank you,
this is my
thank you.
hot
Okay,
seat.
okay.
Drifted apart.
Do you say now your perception of instability, uncertainty, and all this, right, is because of you went the path of playing pro? What if, like, okay, you never went the path at all, you did what everyone did, you finish your degree, first class honors, you get a job, you work in a corporate job, but you straight like dive into something that is, for lack of a better word, more professional, MNC,
yeah,
this sort
yeah.
of setting, right? Like, is it something that you probably regret doing?
I wouldn't call it a regret actually. It's a
Mm.
very different experience.
Right.
Because it's like going pro, how many people can go pro? Right.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's definitely one thing. But of course,
Out of all our guests that we have had throughout the entire 50 berapa episodes, I lost count already.
oh, many series.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are. Oh,
Oh,
this
building. Okay.
this building itself 15
Oh, this is
episodes
season
plus
2?
the one before this is like we have a total of like by the time this one released like 60 plus episodes, I don't know. Yeah, I lost
Wow.
count. Yeah. You're the only pro player. We had a pro coach.
Who was it?
What was
We had
that,
two
that
pro
driver
coaches.
dude?
Oh yeah, you're the second pro player.
The pro
Nakib
driver?
was the first
Yeah.
one. Nakib was the first. Yeah,
I
but he's
see, I
still
see.
active. Okay, so you're the first ex-pro.
I see. I see.
Yeah, that has moved on to different lives after playing. So this is where want to get your perspective on
I
that.
feel like there's no regrets coming to this.
Mm.
You could you could say that I was working as a corporate professional. Maybe I couldn't make it big in MLBB. Maybe I couldn't make it big in a TI tournament. There's
Or
no
maybe you could be a senior manager in an MNC.
yeah, there's too
I
many
don't know, right?
maybes. You know,
Yeah.
it's like since in this lifetime, in this multiverse, we picked this already. Maybe it's the best for us. We don't know.
Mm.
Oh, this is a funny thing that I always tell myself. It's not non-related. It's just like, oh, if let's say there's this car that dashes in front of me and I never get hit by it, maybe in another alternate universe I die already.
Mm.
Maybe that's how I like comfort myself if things don't go my way.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
okay. But back to the topic.
Mm.
If let's say there's these what ifs, right? Yeah, maybe what if I can do this, maybe what if I do that. But all these what ifs, they will still have an obstacle that you have to go through. Maybe you wouldn't be happy in that what if. In this what if that I was a pro player, there were obstacles as well. But was I happy? I was happy during the experience.
Mm.
And so there's no like say regret into it. Maybe the only regret is that maybe I didn't win anything in that thing. But if have I ever regretted not picking it? Not really. It provided me some sort of money, I wouldn't say
Fame.
no fame lah.
Fame lah. Come
There you go.
on. Yeah, you're so humble. Okay.
Yeah, this dude,
I
man.
know, right? Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, there will be regrets here and there. It's like, oh, you doubt yourself. It's like, oh, what if I pick MLBB? Oh, what if I pick senior manager? What if I
Mm.
pick this? What if I pick that?
Mm.
But when you're in that shoe, you will be like, oh, what if I pick this
Yeah.
another life? Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Yeah. What if you became a lawyer, right, Amir?
Hey, you could. You have the attributes. You have the look.
Yeah.
You know, you come into
Mm.
You put the hammer in, top.
the
The judge.
You become a judge,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
wearing
Yeah.
this.
So I feel like let's not focus on what ifs lah. Let's focus on what you already done lah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because
Count
I feel
blessing.
like what people like nowadays, like even for myself, right, is consistency and the discipline to motivate yourself to actually push yourself to achieve greater heights.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody is too content and too relaxed in the bubble that they are not pushing themselves to learning more. I'm not. It's like you when you listen to this, it's like you are listening to MLM class or like it's like people brainwashing you to do things, right? But it's actually not the case, you know. It's like I'm not selling you a product. I'm just telling you that hey, if you try a bit harder, like working out, like for me, it's like hey, I'm a workout, right?
Bro, I feel attacked, man.
No, come on. Okay,
It's okay. It's a sign of happiness.
okay.
Come-
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about working out, right? Let's talk about earning money, right?
Right.
Okay, like nowadays, right? There's so many skills that can earn money. It's not like last time. Okay, you can complain that okay, there's one issue lah. Housing prices, like for me compared to like 10, 20 years ago, it's like very different, right?
Mm.
But nowadays, earning money is like what? Oh, you work a 9 to 5, right? Or what if you pick up video editing and you help like people with edit videos? Like that can earn you like 50 per video. And if let's say you do like 10 videos for like that's 500 extra. That's like your food money or like your petrol money already, right?
Mm.
Then maybe you do like Grab food, you do like delivery, you do like anything like right as a skill
Yeah.
you can probably pivot somewhere else,
Mm.
right? Like I've seen so many video editors, right? They just take up like what foreign clients, and then they start earning USD, and then they are pretty well off with it. Stress, but
What work not stress lah?
work not
Yeah.
stress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, there's probably like companies that are like treating you bad, and then you don't dare to like leave the company because of instability. So just learn first, lor. When you're ready, then you're ready, lor. But
Right.
you have to
Yeah.
take that first step, you know.
And this is a topic that actually I kind of like had in mind to talk about this. I couldn't find the right guest, and you are actually in the right zone. And I'll tell you why, lah, right?
Come.
Yeah, because of your age,
Yeah.
right, versus my age. I'll keep you aside. I'll give you. Yeah. So,
So
I
what
also,
am I now? Like the in between?
actually,
The
yeah,
filler. The filler.
age wise, you're young. That's why. Yeah, you
Amir
probably
is
his
young.
age. Yeah.
I miss 18.
I just turned 18 last month.
Okay, there you go. So so something that I want to discover as well, right, especially okay, I'm going to generalize this, right?
Yeah.
The new generation, the Gen Zs we call it, right?
Okay.
It seems to be quite different in terms of characteristics and motivation and all that, right? Why do you think people are being more complacent nowadays?
I wouldn't say complacent. I feel like they just feel miserable, I guess.
Miserable?
Because
okay.
like not say miserable, it's like they feel okay. Compared to let's few points I can talk about, right?
Alright.
One thing, maybe like for the T20 and the T and M like earners, right? Maybe their parents are like, already giving them like a very good life, right? So they don't have to worry about stuff, right?
Okay.
Like compared to like last time, right? Where let's say like even like your parents are rich, they just send you to like wherever and force you to work.
Right.
Nowadays that they're all like they already they experience it already. They're like, oh, okay, maybe my son No need to work so hard lah.
The one
Right?
so susah lah.
Yeah. But then you think about it, right? It's like, why are they so complacent? Are they complacent? I actually don't think so though. I feel like Gen Z are actually very hard workers. It's just that they get a lot of hate only.
Oh.
It's like,
get a lot
Gen
of
Z, little don't come to work. Pattern this, pattern that. You know, like a lot of Gen Z controversial, or like the hypocrite, right?
Yeah.
They say like about Gen Z is like that lah.
Why do you think that they
I feel
say
like it's
that way?
just because like they are to 40, 50-year-old manager. You look at Gen Z, you look at a very weird being. It's like, why is this people they do like this? Why I tell them this, they don't do one. Then the Gen Z is like, wow, this pattern very old. You can't even open a PDF, is it? You manager already. But you know, it's like all these like, it's like a connection bridge. It's like they have this like bridge of this connection bridge is not bridge. So like they don't know how to communicate each other.
So we are supposed to be the bridge, man.
Oh.
Our generation
You guys are supposed to be the bridge.
Me included.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You're Gen Z, right?
I'm 00. Is that considered Gen Z?
What's
Gen
year
Z?
is the Gen Z?
Let me Google that real quick.
You mean I have my Acer Nitro here?
Thank you, Acer.
Right.
Okay, let's search it up. Gen Z
years.
year. What year is it?
I need internet.
1995 to 2012.
Oh, so I'm considered Gen Z?
You are a Gen Z.
I'm a Gen Z.
Yeah.
So who's the Gen Z? So we are
Riz. I'm trying.
Toilet Riz?
I'm trying to speak your language.
don't please don't.
Okay, so technically, right, I feel like the misconception is that Gen Zs are lazy or complacent. I don't think so, actually. If you look at it, right, they're actually like, there's too many, you know, like there's so many Gen Zs nowadays, right? It's like, workforce also got, anywhere also got. They are actually trying their best to live their best life also.
Okay, I think it's because currently you guys, the Gen Zs, are the youngest generation in the workforce. So when I was in that age, back in my days, we kena a lot so. The millennials, so the millennial pemalas lah, don't want to come work lah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's like you remember last time, right? It's like, let's say I give you an example, right? Or when the paddy field days the farmer days this kid go river fishing again, don't want do paddy field, make me do again. This generation no use one lah. And then next generation, this one go fishing again, don't want come home, feed the cows, same thing.
So you know what the problem is?
What?
Everybody's trying to find their scapegoat.
Because
everybody have that problem of uncertainty. So they find someone as a scapegoat. So you know the song Bangau Oh Bangau? So it's always other person's fault. That's why lah. So you cannot do this, so you hentam that generation. And then it goes on and on and on.
But of course, definitely Gen Z is a more weird generation, I would say.
Because you are the youngest in the workforce.
You are the youngest in the workforce, and they don't really abide to weird rules that the management give them.
Okay, example of weird
it's like
rules.
They like to fight back, you know?
Okay.
This generation like to fight back.
Okay.
It's like, let's say they say, not to say fight back, or like weird rules. They like to question why.
Okay.
Very problematic. It's like, why cannot take leave? And it's like, this leave reject, right? Why cannot? Maybe last time, right, they will say, let's say the old workforce, they will say, cannot take leave, then bo pian no, I won't argue. Nowadays, right, they were like, why? Why? Cannot Why? Really cannot Why? Why like that one?
Okay, but if you were to look at education system, okay, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here, right? We always encourage students to question,
but they don't.
But in this case, they question what?
Yeah, in this case, because it harms themselves. It's like they are like very. I feel like that it's like you will call them troublemakers, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like troublemakers. But then you also cannot neglect the fact that they're actually hard workers also. How many gaming companies out there or like big companies out there, they are hiring Gen Zs, right? As they are like new people. Like all, right? And then then they have good results, right? And they climb the corporate ladder, they be like the youngest. Our generation, like maybe your generation, like the 95 maybe, or maybe the younger CEOs, the youngest like
I'm glad that I'm 95, but okay.
Hey,
I like that.
How many like top management, how many like young CEOs or young entrepreneurs out there? They are like, okay, the actual young entrepreneurs, right? Not the, hi, you want to buy my course or not? No, not those. Okay.
Okay.
The actual ones, right? I feel like this generation have a lot, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Like startup owners and all that.
There's too much of them. Of course, there's gonna be bad apples here and there, right? Like we see on internet, it's like, budak ni tak nak kerja lagi. Leave tiba-tiba cakap, dia tak boleh masuk kerja sebab apa? Sebab dia demam.
Okay, I see the logic there. Of course, if
Yeah.
the number goes bigger, even if you maintain the same percentage of 10%, the actual number is bigger lah.
Yeah.
So you're
But
bound to see
I feel
more.
like definitely every generation has its own like
Mm.
problem one lah.
Right.
But this generation is just because that I feel like they will fight back more. They
Mm.
don't like to be confined by rules.
Mm.
So that if the rules don't really like abide to them, they will be like, oh, don't work lah, don't want lah.
Is that a good or bad thing?
I'll put it as neutral. It's okay.
Mm.
In the corporate view, it's a bad thing
Mm.
because you cannot control them.
Right.
You cannot milk them for their value.
Right.
But in the personal way, that's why you see nowadays, right? The Gen Z, they don't really buy a lot of stuff. Like for me, for example, right, I don't want to get in debt
Mm.
because I don't want to be having to worry about debt that forces me to keep like working a full-time job.
Oh, I thought you were the one that actually cashed out the Mercedes.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
what,
no.
what, what,
Okay,
what, what?
just, and at least you validated it.
Okay.
It's not me,
He
it's not
wasn't
me.
talking about himself. Okay.
But yeah, for me, it's like I try my best to suppress myself from buying like expensive things.
Mm.
Like-
Is it an Asian thing? It's just like,
No,
oh, we
no,
want to
no,
save
no,
money.
no. It's
Yeah.
like oh you keep giving people keep telling you like, oh, you have to hit this, do that, save money, save that.
Mm.
But then we look at houses nowadays, right? I think to myself, sorry. I think to myself, wow, if I buy this house, I'm not an entrepreneur with my current salary. How many years do I have to pay this? Wow, 40 years. 40 years of non-stop working.
Mm.
Wow. Do I want to commit 40 years of my life on this house? That's what I think of, it's like, it's not like I'm working, I'm not like, those like, someone has a side hustle, those, or a full-time job, right?
Mm.
But in the moment I buy the house, I need to have a full-time job.
Mm.
And then that full-time job has to escalate to 40 years unless I suddenly earn like 6 figures, right? And then I can clear off the debt, right?
Mm.
But then how realistic is that? I don't know. I'm not there, so I'm like, wow, 40 years buy house macam
Ouch.
it's like a decision that's very heavy. It's like, wow.
Mm.
If I do it, then I have to start working already.
Mm.
I mean, I'm already working, but just like not full time, right? I'm like working a lot of side projects everywhere, right?
Mm.
So it's like, don't you feel like a lot of like Gen Z nowadays, they don't really buy all this like assets? Yeah, assets. They still buy stuff, but don't buy assets.
Okay.
I think this is not generational issue. This is personal lah, basically.
Personal lah.
Person to
I see.
person.
Right.
Yeah. The person to person.
Well, for me, I don't lah.
Even for our generation as well.
How about among your friends?
I mean, a few friends did buy cars, did buy like houses, so I
Yeah.
feel like maybe it's a personal issue.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
you have different point of view of the thing that you just said, right? Compared to your friends. So this is basically not generational
and then
issue.
there's no right or wrong one like these kind of things.
Yeah.
It's just whether you want to buy now. Maybe it's like 30 years later I'm like, I should have buy it during 2025.
Mm.
Good rates, not a better housing prices.
Huh.
Like
Mm.
That's always the argument.
there's always an argument. It's like what ifs. We're back to what ifs again. Yeah.
So I want to flip the table,
Yeah,
right?
come.
So we always hear people talking about Gen Z this, Gen Z that, yada yada, and so on.
Yeah.
But I want to know from a POV of Gen Z, right? How do you see the workforce?
This is funny.
Yeah,
When I was working at the sales company for the carpet, right?
right.
I was working with 30, 40, 50-year-olds, right?
Okay.
And then, right, they didn't expect this 30, 40, they didn't expect this young worker to be like, I'll retaliate. It's like, if they are like speaking loudly to me, like unprofessionally, right, I'll be like, hey, can you not speak loudly to me or not? I will like, they're like, oh, this person know how to fight back one. They're not like some young stupid people that will just like get scolded for no reason one.
Right.
So it's like, for me, okay, of course not all of them are like that lah. Sometimes they're like, employees get frustrated, they lash out on someone. And then like when you don't do like paperwork properly and then they lash out on you, and then I was just like, okay, I'll do it, but you don't lash out on me like that.
Mm.
They're like, oh, wait, what? These people can talk back one, eh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a shock to the system.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
oh, shouldn't they just like, it's like the knowledge that they've been put in, the ecosystem they put in, the structure that they were born with for their workforce days, right? So
yeah.
they don't think that this is normal lah.
Mm.
I feel like when Gen Z come in, it disrupts the norm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like they started having like a more of an attitude lah. Of course, not all lah, but some of them is like that lah.
Mm.
For me,
Okay.
how I view the corporate is like, just another. I won't have feelings for the corporate law. It's like I come here to work, you pay me wage. If I choose to stay, I will stay. If I choose to go, I will go.
Mm.
But maybe it's bad for your resume lah. But some people say, oh, you should sit at the same company for 15 years and probably get a promotion.
Mm.
Is it true until this day? But nowadays people are like, oh, you should jump around companies 2 to 3 years. Is it true? it's situational, you know. It's like
Yeah.
this brings a topic also. Is my degree good? Like I had a very big question mark on my own degree, you know. It's like degree in international business, right?
Mm.
I came to a conclusion where this is for kids out there, right? I don't know if this is like okay, you've been like you two been in like the education, right? Like education providers, right? You guys taught a lot of people, been
Mm.
lecturers, right? Can you answer me this? When you pick why is there so many subjects in okay in college, right? There's so many subjects, right? They looks like a very fancy like let's say for international business, for example, right? Mass comm, for example, right? But when it comes to when they graduate into the workforce, right? Why is it so hard for them to find work compared to like professional degrees like engineering, accounting. To this day, I think IT is also a very solid one, or lawyer or like doctor. You see, why is this like not explained beforehand? And then when this person graduate or that person graduate, right? They're like, oh, I shouldn't have picked this when I was when I was 18 years old. And then when I graduate at 22, I'm like, oh, apa ah? You know that feeling, right? It's
Eh.
like why are there like certificates like this? It's like for me when I graduated with international business, right? I find it hard to apply for big companies like Accenture or like those
Mm.
like big companies, those like MNCs, right? Multinational
Mm.
companies, right? They look at your thing, it's like, oh, this is not specific enough. Why should I hire international business student where I can hire a marketing student to do my thing?
Mm.
You know, it's like, yeah.
And then again, because education is also a business.
Mm.
So,
There we go. Okay, there we go. That's my question. All
because
right.
education itself is also a business.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, that technically it's like okay lah. Maybe yeah. That's the one regret I have. Maybe picking a wrong course.
Picking
Yeah.
a
So you
what,
think
wait, what? Okay.
you pick the wrong course?
I feel I pick a wrong course. Yeah.
All right.
I feel like maybe if you
Why?
give me another chance, I'll pick something more specific and not so
Oh.
vague.
Okay.
Like
I
I'm
Marketing.
international business, right? Maybe I'll pick marketing, for example.
Mm.
I'll pick something more specific. I feel like if let's say you pick something too general when you're picking courses, right?
Mhm.
It's something not so good. It
Mhm.
wouldn't qualify you to being in a big org. Because it's like, oh, if you want to go into a MNC or like those big companies, right? There's two things you need. Three things you need. Okay, good grades. Uh, for what I view, so far I applied so many. Good grades, maybe a foreign certificate. You know
Yeah.
those like foreign certificates. You know like those like dual awards. All those take that. Tasi has that. Yeah, and then you need a more specific course,
Mm.
like something like that can push you into that field. Like marketing. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Not something not like international business or like business studies, for example. What
Or
are you
like a
studying?
technical course, like computer science,
Yes.
something like
Yeah,
that.
because it's like you see, if you go computer science, you have technical skills.
Mm.
For me, what technical skills do I have? I can talk. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if let's say
Full
like
stop,
if let's say I was to go computer science, right? They'll test you on like C plus Python, all those like computer
Mm.
code language, right? And then if let's say it's like accounting, right? Oh, they probably know that you can do bookkeeping, accounting. Lawyer is like you have the specific knowledge on the law or whatever,
Yeah.
right? On this
Those are the professionals.
yeah,
degree
professionals,
lah.
right? Then when you come to like all these like mass comm, PR, all this like this one, right? I'm scratching my head like when I was looking for work, I'm like, damn, why do I not fit in any?
Mm.
Yeah.
So even if you take like mass comm PR, I think they're not technical enough, so to speak.
Okay. Let's say
Or
you
not
pick.
specific
Okay, let's
enough.
say you pick mass comm, right?
Yeah.
What is your dream job?
Well, I guess normally people will go like, oh, I go broadcasting,
Advertisement, all the broadcasting
advertisement,
ones,
that sort of
right?
thing. Yeah.
But doesn't that require like actual experience more than the certificate itself?
I would say yes. Okay,
Right.
so being a mass comm student,
Right.
way back
Oh
then.
shit! Yeah,
Wait,
mass
mass comm?
student.
I didn't know. I just took a wild guess.
My
Wow.
diploma was mass
Okay,
comm.
okay.
And then
Oh, I just.
okay, though I did not do anything with my mass comm thingy lah,
right.
because it's kind of general though.
Right, it's like you see, you feel me, right? It's like when
Yeah.
I take international business,
Mm.
like I wasn't told that 4 years later I'll be struggling to find work, even though I'll graduate the first class and everything, right? And then I was like, oh, why is it so hard to find work that's like fitting for my job title?
Mm.
Like if you think about it, international business, maybe I could have went for a language. Maybe that'll be more practical. But no,
Maybe.
maybe,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Then you think about you see your mass comm situation, right? Your broadcast skills is all done from esports.
Mm.
Right, like that's a spillover experience until today.
Yeah, somewhat lah.
Yeah.
But even though the lapse is like what more than 10 years. Yeah, then
It's still occurs,
start doing
right?
all
See?
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not gonna lie, lah. I mean, but I think whatever course that you take, right, they will still teach you like, okay, how to present yourself, and all that. So some of the basic soft skills they will also teach you.
Of course.
But
of
when it
course.
comes to the differentiator, then it comes to technical skills. And
yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also like intern is very important. Internship. The
Mm.
first internship really dictates on what work you go if you have a too general a certificate that's too general.
Mm.
For me, I interned during Berjaya times. So
Okay.
I was playing more tournament. So
So
I never
that
really
was
did it.
that
So
was
that
your
was your
intern?
intern?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So yeah.
Hello, faculty of.
But yeah, that happened. So my intern maybe wasn't really that smooth, but I do believe that a good internship will really forge a path for you. Yeah.
Because that's the best way to get the real
Work
world,
experience and you know people. Yeah.
right, in a safer environment.
Yeah,
lah.
correct.
Yeah, right. So, what would you have taken if you can pick a specific course, knowing the world now?
I feel language is important.
Okay,
Language is very important.
like a
And
linguistic.
linguistic maybe or something that can express yourself. You know, like something that
Right.
builds builds you as a person. Like let's say I don't know what course. I don't know, maybe linguistic maybe. Or something that can build your own like image, you know, it's like how to portray yourself, how to talk, how to interact with people.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably public relation, huh?
Really.
Yeah, that's probably somewhere
Yeah,
along
that's
those
PR.
lines.
I see.
Yeah. So I also want to share that I personally actually mass comm wasn't my first course. So
I see.
when I entered TAR College that time,
Okay.
yeah, my first was business IT.
Business IT.
Yeah, so I learned coding, really technical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever happened to that?
Oh, I studied for 1 year.
Okay.
Did not like coding. Like coding was the one that I was like, holy crap, right? I cannot. It doesn't help that, okay, I don't know how they do it nowadays, lah. But back then, like, okay, if you were to practice, like you will open up your Visual Basic, they call it, which is the application where you do the coding and then you can do your testing on it and you get to see the result of what you code, right? But when it comes to exam, you have to write out the code.
What?
That was my time, lah. I don't know
No
now,
wonder
lah,
you didn't
right?
like it.
Yeah, you have to write out the code. So if you write, firstly you don't know whether you write is correct or not, right?
Yeah.
Naturally, and then you cannot test it.
Oh.
I cannot run the test to say, oh, okay, this has an error here, so I could
damn.
like
IT 10 years
figure it
ago
out.
was so hard.
Yeah, it's so hard, man. That was like back in 2004.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
back then they do all the thing on.
Oh, you need to speak to the mic.
Oh yeah, on actual map.
Yeah.
So they have to do all the mapping and then
That was just the mind map.
Yeah.
This is like
That
you have
was
to
so
write the
hard.
actual code.
Yeah. I saw this video. How they do coding back in the late 80s, early 90s.
All right.
It's actually done on a piece of paper.
Uh-huh.
That is shaped like a map. I mean, it was designed like a map.
Wow.
So this is the coding for this side. This coding for this side and this side.
Mm.
Yeah, they actually do that back then.
Right. That is actually that is only to define what is your flow.
Mhm.
Like let's say you press button A, it goes to B.
Oh yeah.
And
See
you press
the
B, it goes to C
mapping,
or
where it
D,
goes,
something like that. So that's only the flow. But you have to code the flow.
Yeah, the actual code itself.
Yeah. So which is the back end one.
If you cannot test it, it's so hard.
Yeah, you cannot. So like imagine like the exam question would be something like, write me a code for a calculator, for example.
Oh.
So you have to write an entire code for a calculator.
So you
on
have to
paper.
you have to hafal the code.
Yeah, you must know the language, like how we speak English, how we speak BM. You must know it to the extent. If not, you'll be like, I don't know how to prove that.
So
what I
basically,
wrote
you
is
have to write the
correct.
command prompt there.
Correct.
Wow. What? That's so hard.
Yeah, it was hard. So
I mean, compared to nowadays, you just probably do it on a computer. Or
Oh yeah,
test,
but then
right?
Maybe.
I did take some coding class in the early 2000. Yeah, that's how it was.
yeah. So
Yeah,
to be fair, I don't know how they do it now, exam it now. But yeah, without the Visual Basic, it's like all of a sudden I really don't know how to code already.
I mean, I do see where the stress is coming from there as well. It's like,
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of confusion, you know.
Yeah, and then you have to hafal a lot. So that's why coding to a certain extent it becomes quite linear. Like
Yeah.
you really need to just hafal like the line of words. So there are certain coding languages that even if you capital letter or small letter
It
also
will
can
have a
break the
difference.
system.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so if you have a whole line and then you just need to have one that you extra one dot, that's it already. Yeah,
Oh,
it breaks the whole thing.
I mean, that's where the system comes in, right?
Correct. So the system will come and identify for you, okay, this is something wrong
Something
here,
wrong
but
here.
you figure out
You
what
figure
wrong
out,
with
yeah,
it. So
yeah.
at least it tells you, okay, then I'll just look at that lah, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Learning coding just sounds so hard back in the days.
Yeah, back in the day. But again, now I don't know how it's done,
Now
lah,
they,
right?
they use AI for that.
Oh.
Yeah, they do. They
Yeah.
actually do.
yeah,
Yeah,
there is,
Yeah,
yeah,
actually, ChatGPT can really
yeah,
prompt you
because
the entire code.
90% of the coding happens in Google are done by AI.
Wow.
There you
Nowadays,
go.
yeah.
There you
90%.
go.
I mean, that explains all the layoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, not wrong, not
AI,
wrong, not wrong.
Well,
Yeah.
that's job security, I guess. AI replacing someone as well.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that can be a whole topic altogether.
Yep.
So I actually studied that for 1 year.
Uh-huh.
And I cannot, bro, because it's too linear for me. You really need to half-file every single line. It's like learning an entire new language for me.
Mhm.
So I just couldn't adapt, and then it's like, okay, screw that. Okay, then I go back. I had a stint of like not doing anything, like what am I going to do with life until mom pops into the room and say, get your shit sorted, basically, basically. And then it's like, okay, then I start asking around friends who have my same batch of friends who have at least studied a year because I lapsed, right? Then I was like, oh, what course you doing? What course you doing? Then you get a bit more sense based on their experience. And at the end of the day, I end up with mass comm because I know there's no coding, nor any form of calculation there.
Nor any form of calculation.
Yeah. So
Damn.
so that so to relate back to your earlier point, right? Yeah, it's easy to say that, pick a course that has technical skills. But if you go into a particular course, but then you don't feel it lah, maybe it's just you lah, right? Then it also becomes very difficult,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Even if you, okay, I did it, I got my degree just because I somehow
Oh my
grinded it
God,
through.
this
Then
reminds
you have to
me.
work your entire life with it.
This reminds me. It's like those people who get like a degree and then they sell chicken rice.
There you
Right.
go.
Right.
There
yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
Because they probably like, I really didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the entrepreneur stories. Oh, what do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. What do you study? Oh, I was a doctor. I'm like, oh. Yeah, all those entrepreneur stories,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it becomes a very difficult life choice. Then it comes back to a lot of like what if I did this? What if I did that? The multiverses. Yeah.
I mean, in short, pick what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick what you like.
And sometimes you won't know whether you like it until you do it.
Yeah.
I thought that, just because I like playing games, you on the PC, it's like coding can lah. Until you did it, holy crap.
Not really this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So then like making those life decisions can be difficult, but I guess what kind of life learning is that we can you sometimes just need to do it lah.
Yeah.
Then only you kind of know.
I mean, all in all, it's like, okay lah, you do what you have to do. You pick already, you do what you have to do. If it doesn't work out, try again. Yeah, try again.
Yeah. So like for yourself, right? So we actually have like this kind of like a new segment, like quote unquote new segment, that we'd like you to showcase something.
Oh.
Yeah. Or like an item that you bring that means a lot to you.
Item that I bring that means a lot to
Yeah.
me.
Or did you? Actually didn't pre-ask you this
Yeah,
question.
you never asked me this question. But
Yeah.
okay, let me think if there's something
Okay.
like that. I don't think there is something like that in my.
Right. Okay. This is something that means a lot to me. Okay.
Item wise.
Yeah. Item wise. Or maybe we can describe it lah. Or you have picture of.
No, not really. I guess I don't really have that item.
Right.
It's like, let's say if I go tournaments, I go do anything, I don't really have that item.
Not even the WCS trophy.
Oh no, not really.
Let's
no.
put it this way: if your house is burning down right now, and you have 60 seconds to save one thing, just one thing, what would it be?
Oh yeah.
6 seconds to save one thing from a house that's burning down. Something valuable, I guess. It's no specific thing, It's something that's the most valuable, like in monetary wise. Because I don't have like something that.
It's Asian lah.
Yeah, I don't have something like
money is
I
important.
don't have like. Or maybe
saw money in the
maybe my
bank.
cat. Maybe my cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe my cat. Okay, I'll show you my cat.
Oh wow.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the cat is prioritized.
Yeah.
I'll be worried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if?
Oh.
This is a picture of the cat.
Okay.
Oh,
A ginger.
yeah. Okay.
It's a ginger.
A ginger.
What's his name?
He
He's
looks. Is it a he? Is it she?
It's a he.
He looks like a trouble.
He is in trouble. He's a very big trouble. He's a very trouble.
It's Oyen.
It's always in trouble. Yeah. So it's like There's no specific item that I would bring, but if you say if it's a worry, let's say I went to Japan last week, right?
Mm.
I was worrying that whether I should put him in a cat hotel.
Mm.
I didn't because some other people volunteered to take care of him. So all in all, it's good. Because he's like a half stray.
Mm.
He
Mm.
will wander around my house. He's like my house is his kingdom.
Mm.
So he'll
Mm.
wander around the house. So if I was scared that if he wasn't in my house, he would wander away. But it turns out it wasn't the case. So okay, I was happy that he's like still here. You know?
Mm.
Yeah. So maybe there's no item, but that's the thing that I
Right.
cherish the most. Like if let's
Right.
say if my house is burning down, aside from other people
Yeah.
that I love in my house, yeah.
Because
yeah.
they can help themselves, right?
So,
Yeah,
how-
yeah, yeah.
so how did you two meet?
The cat, the cat.
Ah.
It's like this. It's very random. He came to my house. He zoomed in my house. Like there was like out this like there's like cause I live in like a kampong house like that, right?
Mm.
And then he zoomed into my house. Like there's like this outside area, the cooking area. He zoomed into my house. A very small cat, like maybe like 2-3 months old, like that, very small.
Right.
And then he was super afraid. He hid into the places where we put like all the bottles and everything and all the newspaper. Then we couldn't get him out. So I put like some food outside. He walked out and eat, and that's about it.
And then it's yours.
And it's mine until now already.
so he
Right.
chose
Or-
you.
He
Or
chose
more
yeah,
of
he chose me.
like-
Yeah. He just zoomed into my house, hid somewhere. I put food outside. He came out and eat the egg, and that's about it.
So he must be like at the beginning must be like very shy, very timid, very baik one. But then now he's a master of the house. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Correct. He come
Wow.
bitch. He run into my house. He scratched the sofa.
Oh.
He scratched. He run out.
He said, "This place is
Yeah,
mine.
this is
Mine.
mine.
This is my sofa."
And then he will fight all the other cats coming to the house. I only have one cat. That's him. And then all the other cats, cause I live in a kampong house, right? So I have this outer area where all the other cats can run around, right?
Mm.
I don't really care. So it's like that cat, my Orient stays there. So other cats come in, he'll fight that cat, and then he'll run the entire neighborhood.
Oi, this is my place. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
I'm Taiko here.
It's like,
Don't
watch
come
out.
near,
Ah.
Yeah, cats always do that.
But
right?
then, right,
Yeah.
he's also an actor.
What do you
Like-
mean?
Okay, what do you mean by that? It's not the actual actor, but let's say there was one time he brought a friend back home.
Okay,
Like how, right? It's like
he bought a friend.
yeah, exactly another cat, another cat. So
A
what he-
girlfriend or a friend with
a very
But-
it's like a very nice cat. I forgot lah, right? But
Okay.
whatever lah. It's like
Yeah.
he brought a cat home, right? And then I was just nice. I was coming out of my room outside to fill water.
Huh.
Then I see this cat, right? He bring the friend walk next to me. Then he look at me. I look at him. He turned around to his friend and he hissed at his friend.
Ah,
Okay.
He acting in
Like,
front of
oh,
me.
aku tak kenal kau
Yeah.
lah, bro.
Get away, get away.
He's like, who are you?
Yeah, literally like that. It's like, wow, you actor, are you?
My cat does it all the time.
Yeah. It's like, wow, you actor, huh?
Wow. Interesting. I mean,
Yeah, so
cats.
valuable lah, cat lah. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And
You
then-
are a cat person then, right?
Yeah, cat person lah. Yeah,
Right, forced into it lah.
forced into it. Yeah, cool lah.
Right. So I wanna look into the future lah. Right.
Alright.
Okay. What's next for Sagi?
My goal of this year is actually trying to push my page follower higher,
Mm.
so I can get like more perspective on things as a like a content creator.
Right.
But I do want to venture into like blogging, but laziness hits you very hard.
That's the part where like how to push yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean like lifestyle vloggers, all those. I like but for now the main priority is definitely to learn something.
Mm.
Like currently I'm working contracted role in, like managing like
Social media.
Yes, correct. I don't know whether I can disclose what is it, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe we keep it as that lah.
we keep it as that, yeah. And then for my own personal, I want to be able to push my current page following to a certain number, which is like I think maybe 50K is a normal number.
So you had a goal with
I had
the
a
number.
goal. Where I'm trying to push it, but I'm hit at a certain wall right now.
Mm.
So it's like I'm still trying. I'm still finding ways to push higher. So yeah, that's the goal for this year. If I don't hit it, but I still see growth, yeah, still fine.
Mm.
And still next year. But of course, I wouldn't use the next year as an excuse, but I'm still trying to push it to that specific specific goal that I'm trying to set.
I always find social media numbers to be very stressful to
Yes,
to
it's actually very
think about.
stressful, yeah.
Because you can't really control how many people that view you will follow you.
Yeah, especially
Right.
like nowadays, right? You do see people with 100K followers, but their contents are not really performing.
Mm.
And you see like small creators, their contents are like booming. So what is the follower? Does it really provide anything here, or or like that's why like people keep putting out the emphasis on building your own IP.
Mm.
So when people see it's like, oh, this guy, then it's like I follow him for him, not because of the content he does.
Mm.
Yeah, that's like the struggle right now, lah.
Yeah. So my theory is that because it's very algorithm based
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not something that you can see or you know or even whichever platform will tell you that, hey, this is how it's going to be. So do this and you will get
Yeah,
a
yeah,
million
yeah,
followers.
yeah.
So it feels almost like you can't control those numbers though. So for me personally, I stop looking at numbers. I do whatever I want.
I see.
Yeah, I'm happier that way. If I think about like, oh, why this video not good views? Oh, I gave a lot of effort into this video. This should be a banger.
This
to
is
it.
actually a very good advice for
Yeah.
starting content creators.
Mm.
Like this
I'm all
is
this.
super important. Like let's say if
Ah.
you want to start your own content creation, right?
Yeah.
Don't think into too much about perfection. Think into starting.
Mm.
Like just post whatever you have. Because by the time you post 100 videos that are average, you have 100 videos of experience already. Compared to like, oh, my first video has to be perfect. I don't want to post it until it's perfect. It's actually a very I would say like a very wrong misconception of social media.
Mm.
Actually, people don't really care about like, okay, I would say care, but nowadays people's attention span is very short. So yeah, you can use like all those like hooks and everything to make it more attractive. I remember someone taught me this. Like how do you like, okay, you're new to content creation, right? How do you want to mimic other people, right? It's like you take whatever you see, like a sample that you really like of this person and this like content niche that you want to do, and then you copy their editing style. And then
Mm.
slowly you branch out from there and have your own editing style.
Mm.
I didn't know this when I started, but it does really make a lot
Yeah.
of sense. And I mean, like nowadays, social media, we are not promoting like plagiarism. Plagiarism is always bad, but if you really want to start somewhere, I mean, you're not copying their video, right? Or
Mm.
using their assets. You're copying the editing style.
Mm.
So you can start off there and then slowly branch off there. I think that's like advice that people need nowadays when they start off content creation. Just do it and post. Yeah, and then don't think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't think too much about like, oh, this color a bit off.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
all
yeah,
those
yeah.
That's
small
my
thing.
problem, man.
Right,
Oh,
right,
man.
right,
That's
right,
my
right.
problem. I have a
Okay.
lot in my
In your content bank, right?
yeah, in content bank.
But you
It's
cannot start, right?
I think the color is a bit off, and I think my speech rate is a bit off. I need to edit this again. Need to do another video of it
like
again.
at the start of my content creation journey, it was like that also. But then when I slowly realized, right, people consume content, right? Sometimes they don't look at the very small details. They just want to scroll. Oh, see, and then it only occurs this kind of things is when you have a very big competitor.
Right.
But your biggest competitor is yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
hits hard, man.
It's hard.
Yeah. So it's like let's say you want to start, right? Like you are in the tailor business, right? You can start showing like your outfits, your OOTDs, your what do you call that? The
Get ready with me.
Get ready me, yes, OOTD same, right? And
Oh,
then those like like your
How
you're
to-
working,
oh,
you're
yeah, okay.
working on those. Like if you like my girlfriend is a
The
big
BTS. Right.
yeah, my girlfriend is a big crochet fan and crochet like she does like crochet business, right?
And what's the crochet?
It's like knitted flowers,
Oh.
knitted items.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
like,
cool.
But they call it crochet. They use yarn to knit items like let me show you guys.
Wow. Because crochet sounds like it's a big. It sounds like food to me.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
At first when I heard it, I
Is
was
there,
gonna
is there
know
a food
Yeah,
that
that's the one is
crab.
it's like a bread?
Yeah, it's
Croquette.
croquette. Yeah,
Croquette.
croquette.
Right.
So this is like what my girlfriend does. Like all these like yeah.
Oh,
This is what
okay.
she does. So like when she started this also, she also had the same issue like what that until this day also.
Mm.
So like I saw a lot of like content creators, they do this. They just show off like let's say this is like the 100,000 suit that I made.
Oh.
Maybe we can do that. I don't know. It's like yeah, they just like seeing like things that they never see before online.
Yeah, especially if it involves money and
Oh my god,
expensive.
you know, if it's TikTok, I actually have such a
Oh.
this is like a bit Larry topic already, yeah, but
Okay.
like this is for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to grow your TikTok channel? There's this thing called since you make Suits, right? Have you watched Suits?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing is so big in TikTok, right? You can probably make like
Oh,
a
really?
suit. Yeah. It's actually so big in TikTok. Like Suits is so big in TikTok.
Harvey Specter?
Harvey Specter.
Really?
Mike Ross. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can make suits that are like, huh? Yeah, I know. But yeah. You get what I mean, right? You get what I mean, right?
Okay.
like those suits, you can.
We're gonna leave it in.
Yeah,
We're gonna leave it in.
Hence why.
That's why. But yeah,
Oh
technically,
shit.
Technically, yeah, that's the direction you go for. You know, it's like, oh,
Alright.
like, this is Mike Ross $100,000 suit. You know, whatever. You know, like,
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, you can, yeah. You never done that, yeah. Maybe someone will buy you off that piece. It's like, oh damn, this guy Amir can make a Mike Ross suit. I want to buy it.
Maybe I can showcase that damn suit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that one scene that he says
Just
like,
stays there collecting dust. Yeah,
then you know that one scene that says like, I thought I told you to buy suits. Yeah, I bought 3. And then it looks like very plain towards him. Then you can show the
Oh
things
yeah,
like this.
yeah. I remember that episode.
Yeah, you know all these iconic scenes people keep replaying on TikTok. They just keep like cutting and posting on TikTok. Yeah, it's everywhere.
okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
And plus the thing that you do is
It's what
general
you-
enough for everyone to
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just thinking about
and
it.
it
Yeah.
might get you more clients.
Yeah.
Dude, come here. Shay.
Oh,
You should come here again.
he's giving you ideas now. He's giving you ideas.
We
okay.
will talk, man.
Right. He's doing the BD mindset for you, you know.
Hmm.
Just saying.
But
Just putting it
yeah.
out there.
Technically, I feel like back to what were we talking about again?
The whole numbers, algorithm,
yeah.
Right.
stressing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in all, that I feel like your advice is pretty good. Also, if
Mm.
you're always bugged with numbers, because I feel like numbers also I don't know how like you know those content companies they look at you also. It's like
Mm.
do they look at numbers like okay, let's say like okay when they look at Sir Cloud as an
Mm.
influencer, right? Do they look at your followers to quote you, or how does that work?
Oh, this one need to ask somebody from that side,
Right,
Yeah.
right,
So
yeah.
because I sometimes do ask also, it's like, what's the KPI for this project?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what do you want? Do you want the views, or do you just want to put it out and you don't care for the views, or whatever, or do you want sales? What is it? So
Right,
it really
right.
depends, I guess, on what the client's goals are. Yeah. So I think it's there's no one answer to it. Yeah, because sometimes, like, okay, for example, right, like after this, okay, let's say they hire me to do this piece. Okay, so I do it, I
Right.
post, after a week, then they ask for my stats. So
yeah.
you would kind of like have an idea of like, okay, you want the views, all right?
Mhm, mhm.
Sometimes they don't ask for the stats.
So what do they want?
Yeah, then you have to pay them. So what do you want? Maybe it's just to put it out and then let it float in social
Mhm.
media. Maybe that's what they have in mind. You don't know. So yeah, so I have no straightforward answer to that.
I
Lah.
see.
Yeah, maybe it's something that we need to get
A
from
professional.
from somebody
Maybe
who's
next
on
time
the
we
client
get one,
side.
get one like a Bangjo or something, sit here and then we talk to him.
Yeah. So, someone like that, or
Yeah,
Edo,
yeah.
Edo,
maybe,
Edo
maybe.
looking
Yeah,
at
looking
you.
at you,
Yeah.
Technically, that's an interesting topic to like tackle as well for those like aspiring content creators, right? And those like in the process of becoming a content creator or influencer, right?
Yeah. So that's like the short term goal for you, like within the next 1
I
year.
mean, for the next 1 year, yeah. I mean, pick up a skill. Because for me, right, whatever I'm doing now is not what I expected to be doing last 2 years ago.
You
Like,
never
like
thought that you'd be
every
doing
year-
this.
Every year is different for me. It's like every year is like,
Right.
I am doing this. Then I'll think to myself, am I gonna do this until when? Is this gonna be consistent? I don't know.
Which is fair. I think it's life is dynamic that way, lah.
Mm.
Yeah. But okay, if I were to ask you now, okay, we're going to
Alright.
document this obviously in this format.
Sure.
What's your long term goal?
I don't know.
Oh man, say something
okay,
so that we
alright,
can
alright, right.
5 years later we'll look back at this video and say, did you do it or not?
Okay. For me, as I talked before in this documentary, I don't love money, but I want money
Okay.
because money allows you to do lots of things you want to do.
Fair.
Travel, be consciously feel safe because what if your car broke down, right? What if your mom goes to the hospital, right? What if you had to pay for this, pay for that, right? Well, now I'm still okay. I do feel like I'm okay in the terms of finance right now, but I want more. It's like more to why family's getting old, right? People are getting old. I want to go places. I'll bring them to go places. So I feel like money, from now it's like, let's say 5 years from now, I want to be richer, like severely more richer.
Okay. Severely more richer. Okay. Although it's a very vague statement, lah.
But you get
right?
what I mean,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just I want money. It's because I need the money to treat the person nicely around me before they go.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. So that is okay. So if you were to set that as a goal, like what's your Okay, of
plan,
course I'm
right?
asking you now,
Uh-huh.
right? Yeah, and things could change over the years, which is fine. But
Yeah,
as of
yeah.
now, like, what do you have in mind to achieve that?
I feel like that's why I really heavily want to do this content creation thing and make it work.
Mm.
I know it's not something to be forced and it's really luck and time based. I'm just trying to improve as much as I can. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, then we'll figure something out again.
Mm.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
For now, it's
Cool.
good, but how long can it last? We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, we're in the industry of esports, gaming. Yeah, things could just change like this.
Like in the snap of a finger, let's say
Yeah.
like they ban gaming. Oh, we're donezo.
Yeah. We haven't even talked about like tariffs and all that. And how
Right,
will it
right,
affect
right,
the
right,
whole thing,
right.
right?
And
Yeah.
maybe like who knows? Does tariff affect services? We don't know.
and the announcements change from time to time,
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
also don't really
yeah.
know what's what, right? Yeah.
So
at
like
this
let's say
point.
you're in your customer's shoes, right? A US company hires you. Do they get hit by 42% tax? We don't know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if
Mm.
does then your opportunities slowly rid away and then they do more
Mm.
homegrown customers. I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not as straightforward as, oh, if they render me for a service, are they tariffed? But uh, on the broadcast side, they will have those equipment lah,
Yeah,
all that maybe
Mm.
their equipment comes from
The
high tariff countries.
yeah.
Yeah, and then they will need to put up more costs for there. That would bring the cost for maybe rendering services from like people like us to go lower. We don't know,
Yeah,
right? There's so many
I mean
things.
that's why we just have to focus on ourselves. Whatever we
Mm.
can derive from ourselves and improve, I think that's more important.
Right.
Improvement is always harsh and hard.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a very harsh process.
What is that one lesson that you have learned from being a pro player?
Your self-image is very important.
Mm.
You cannot just be okay. You cannot just be someone that knows how to play games. You have to build your own reputation and build your own image as a person or a pro player. This applies to any human being as well. That's right now, like I mean, not every human being, but in the workforce, everything, right? You have to build your own character. You have to build your own. Your technically how you look and how you vibe. Your vibe,
Mm.
it's like a very vague word, right? But you have to learn how to dress, learn how to everything, everything to make yourself more of a character if you want to succeed in life.
Oh, you're
I,
a master of that.
yeah, you must have that. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you need suits, please find Amir, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Who-
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes,
but
please, yes,
technically,
please.
right? I'm still in the process of that, right? Like, oh, one thing, like, it's like maybe Malaysian guys can start learning how to do makeup, right? Like, China.
Like K-pop.
Oh no, not to that extent. It's just like basic like
Okay.
cover like those like foundation and everything.
Do you do?
I don't.
Okay.
I most I do like facial care. It's like
Yeah, maybe just facial care lah, makeup.
yeah,
like,
but like
bit much,
people
man.
like in Korea, in Japan, not sure if Japan, but China and Korea, the male population has started to use makeup on them to look way better. And maybe hair, for example. Okay, sorry, but
Which this hair or this hair?
this hair.
Oh,
Like-
okay, all right.
Like maybe you don't have the concern, but maybe like.
Okay. It's okay. I've already accepted fate many years ago. Okay, that's fine. I accepted fate.
But yeah, technically, learn how to dress, learn how to technically okay, from looks wise,
Mm?
learn how to dress, learn how to keep yourself neat. You don't have to
yeah.
wear luxury, all
Mm.
those. Okay, luxury only reflects when you have status, right?
Mm.
I mean, if you're poor,
Okay, this is where I look at you.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't have like the status, nor do you have like what it takes to fit that luxurious brand or like that outfit, right? Then
Yeah.
it looks cheap on you, right?
100% true.
Right? It doesn't vibe with you, right?
Mm.
It's
Right.
like okay, and then like if your pocket's rich, you're wearing a plain tee and a shorts and like some boots, right? And you're going to a Ferrari shop, right? It works, right? Right?
Mm.
Yeah, it's all like perception, right?
Mm.
So like I feel like if you like for me, if I want to improve myself, I will learn how to dress up more, do my hair,
Mm.
yeah, more.
You
clean,
have to come here more often.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Oh.
please.
yeah.
Yep.
I'll be a free model, by the way. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
100%, please.
Please,
I
please,
I
right.
would want to pick up those services as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, I feel like for me that's an important skill. Not to say okay, as a pro player, right?
Mm.
I don't expect you to do all of this, but at
Mm.
least look clean on camera, like maybe shave, shower.
Mm.
Don't be oily.
Wait.
Yeah. All the oily part.
Pro
Yeah,
players
like-
don't shower.
Some they don't. Okay, for my teams that I've been to, they do shower.
Okay.
But I've seen with
Okay.
my eyes, people that don't shower. Like back when I was managing people and I was looking at a lot of pro players, right?
Yeah.
Man, these animals, man.
Oh
Hmm.
man.
That is so savage, man.
Oh,
This animal.
They really reek of gamers, man. They have the gamer scent, you know. It's like, oh,
Gamer
man.
sense.
Gamer sense.
What?
Ah, but okay, fortunately that didn't happen during my tenure as a pro player. So it's just when I see them and when you know when I've interacted with a lot, you know.
Mm.
So it's like some really are like that. It's not just like something that people say. It really is like that.
You know what? Suddenly I have a business product idea. Makeup for gamers.
Grooming for gamers.
Grooming for
grooming
gamers.
for gamers. Yeah,
I mean, I was
so
trying to
buy
do that grooming for casters, and I was like, okay.
Now you have to, widen
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
widen
you-
it, right? A bigger market.
Yeah,
I
it
mean-
just get a lot bigger.
I mean,
with RGBs in it.
RGB.
The RGBs. Okay.
I mean, definitely something that to talk about is like grooming for guys in Malaysia.
Okay.
I feel like grooming in guys in Malaysia is actually a very important topic, right?
My God. Yes.
Like let's say for example, right, if you want to dress well in shorts, right?
Mm.
Do you consider like shaving your leg hair?
No,
But you it's actually more aesthetically pleasing to some people.
really?
Right?
Yeah, it's like imagine you wear like short pants and then you have you have a lot of leg hair, right? And then it's like to people it's like maybe it
Now I
looks
feel
I,
attacked again.
I think I'm okay, good.
yeah. I mean, let's say if I wear long pants, right, and then
Okay.
like 80% of my pants covers my legs, right,
Uh-huh.
and then there's like this small segment between my leg and my feet, and then
Oh,
that leg
okay.
hair shows, right? Isn't it very weird? No, no. Do
I
you guys know?
don't
Because I think that's a
know.
show of manliness.
Oh, I see, I
Oh,
see. Okay,
yeah,
let's
I
not talk
just-
about that.
Okay,
alright,
Okay,
alright.
let's say like for hair, like for people, for example, right? Like okay, how you dress, like your body. Okay, you do suits, right?
Mhm.
You do like outfits, right? Body proportion matters a lot,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
That is the most important
Yeah,
part.
like when you buy
mean-
clothes, like let's say you're short, like I'm short, right? I'm very short. Like I'm to me, like every class I've been to, every school I've been to, I've been the shortest male. Okay,
How tall are you?
I'm like
I thought you're-
165, yeah, 165.
Yeah, I'm just merely 3 cm taller. than
Yeah,
you.
yeah, but for me, like every college school I've been, okay, I went to college, right? The girls are taller than me, bro.
same, bro. Bro, I studied abroad. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, that's even crazy, bro.
Oh shit.
Like, I went to Tarsi, right? Like my classmates, they are like pretty girls and they're very tall, you know, like oh man.
Oh my God.
But they wear
BTS.
heels on like an outing, I'm like, damn, you guys are tall.
Whoa.
Okay, but then okay. So first things first, I think this is something Amir can teach us very well about. Clothes, the proportion matters a lot, especially when wearing suits or like long pants. Like if let's say you're short, right, you actually want like pants that cover like higher of your waist.
Oh
And then
God, thank you for
right,
that.
right.
Oh,
And
there
then
you
like
go.
and then your legs, right, cannot be too like short people cannot wear skinny jeans.
Thank you. Thank
Cannot wear
you.
skinny jeans. Like you have a skinny jeans. If you're short and you have skinny jeans, just throw it away.
Oh wow.
I
okay.
found it out like so many years later, and I'm like, oh, you have to wear like more. I won't say baggy, but more like more space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to wear it bigger because
Regular
otherwise.
fit.
Like even for this, like okay, this is something that short people can work on. It's like let's say you are short already, right? But you want to look big, right? Work on here.
Mm.
Yeah, like even when you wear suits, right? Expensive suit, but you don't have like. That's why like nowadays, like we are in a very modern society, right? You know,
Right.
China people they invent crazy things. They invent like shoulder pads. So if they for lazy people that don't work out, they have shoulder pads to pump up
Mm.
here. So when you wear suits,
it looks legit.
It looks legit. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks legit.
But you can.
But actually, you don't need that
Yeah.
with suits. I mean, when you put on your suit, you don't need all
Oh really?
fake. Yeah, you don't need that. We can do that for you.
Oh wow.
With suits.
Ton
Yeah.
of money.
There you go.
But yeah, if you want to save money, right, you work out lah. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
Arguably, that might cost more.
Not time wise.
yeah,
time-wise
right,
and-
I mean,
right.
to be fair, right, with how much we have YouTube and like a lot of like different workouts, right? Do you really have to go to a gym?
Fair
Even
point.
if you pay for
yeah,
a gym,
you can do it. You can do it at home.
even if you pay for a
Calisthenic and
gym,
all.
would you really go to a gym?
Mm.
Fair
Yeah.
point.
That's what I tell myself also. It's like, wow, that gym membership looks good, eh? Do I want to go? But I'm not even working out at home.
Reality.
Reality. That's for me also. That's
Reality.
for me also.
Well,
So-
if you want more like grooming tips and also dressing up tips, actually Amir, besides being a tailor, he also runs a gentleman's magazine
Oh, wow,
Gentleman's
really?
Code magazine. Yeah.
called The
yeah.
Gentleman's
Yeah, you
Code.
can follow on Instagram.
What is it
Okay,
called?
yeah. Gentleman's Code magazine.
We'll leave it
Gentleman's
in the description,
yeah, I did
ladies
the
and
description.
gentlemen.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
there you
Mhm.
go.
But
So that's
yeah.
whatever that you say, he immediately like bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so
technic-
much.
So technically speaking, right, for gamers, let's lower the standard a bit lah.
Yeah.
Shower, maybe cut your hair
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
low
Yeah.
can they go?
and shave. Yeah, you know,
Okay.
like shower, cut
Mm.
your hair, and shave. Maybe that's the gamer standard, lah. You know.
Right.
And then the facial care lah, like simple,
yeah lah.
some simple
I mean,
facial wash.
if really cannot,
Maybe
then
use some moisturizer. You guys don't go out that much.
Cause like for me, it's like my facial care is like very simple only, right? You cleanser, then you use toner, then you use like some vitamin serum, whatever.
Okay, that's not simple lah.
Oh, that's his simple.
Yeah,
Eh?
that's simple.
Because when you see the girls one, right, that's even crazy. So my one is just simple
of
already.
Oh yeah, I've been on trips with girlfriends before.
Girlfriends.
Girlfriends,
Friends.
right?
Wow.
Wow. Many.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. That was many. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I always tell people like too many choices. You know, I can't decide on which one.
Good for you, bro.
Good for you. But yeah, technically,
the whole washroom will be like,
Oh yeah. The
what is
product,
this?
the cleansing product like this.
Whoa.
The first step, second step, third step, the night cream, the morning cream. Like, what?
I'm in the pharmacy or something, you know, at some point.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, they put a lot of effort in dressing up themselves. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in like maybe 20 years time, we will see guys slowly picking up makeup as well.
Maybe I should as well.
Mm.
I mean, your skin actually looks pretty good. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, your skin actually looks very fair, and there's not a lot of like dents or all those. It's actually very good.
I need to
So,
learn from you, maybe you're like what
I
do
mean,
you.
you see, recently my skin has a breakout, so it's not really that good.
Oh,
Also.
okay.
Yeah.
I only support those that are non-animal testing.
Oh.
Disclaimer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
They must declare.
They must
if not,
declare.
yeah.
How do you? Okay, let's say this product, right? How do you check it behind?
There's a labeling.
There's labeling. What is the label we look at?
There will be a no animal cruelty labeling.
Oh, so they never test it on an animal.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just show it on the screen later, maybe when this
Well,
podcast goes
yeah.
out.
Now I don't have.
Yeah, I mean,
lah.
no. For the editor side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, editor.
Maybe. I know there are certain brands that just declare upfront it's that our entire store doesn't do animal testing. So
Wow.
I know that that brand is something that I would at least check out.
I see. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So,
There you go. Not tested on animals.
so yeah, gamers, shower, brush your teeth,
I can't believe the bar is that low though, but okay.
shower, brush your teeth, work out if you have time. Yeah, and then like cut your hair. Yeah, wash your hair. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I mean, not for me lah. Yeah, I do those you know.
Yeah, but that would also be just now you mentioned that you would work out on something towards that lah. Like
I
yeah.
mean, for me, let's say if I were to pick up a skill in the next 5 years that will boost myself, right, it's definitely working out and learning how to do makeup, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like, oh, makeup is girly, all those. But you think about it, right? If you look clean and you look good to your client, right, don't they like you more?
True.
Yeah, it's like, okay lah, you say like that lah, but when I look good and I have a better physique, not now lah, you know.
You're working on it.
Working on it.
Yeah,
But
okay.
yeah, but if technically if you look good, right, people, I've heard of this like stuff like it doesn't sound like a guru lah, but it's just like general tips is like, when you have a better vibe, like how you look, how you like you look healthy and everything, right? People will tend to approach you more.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
charisma
that's true.
thing
It's a
also.
100%.
charisma thing, right?
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be like, oh, six pack. No lah.
Mm.
Just look good, look healthy, not obese. Just like even chill. You look good. You already invest a lot of.
I mean, look at this.
You look at this. The
Yeah.
hair, the facial hair, the setup,
the
everything looks
expensive
good.
suit. You know.
Yeah, you know.
Look at this.
Okay, let's not say expensive suit, right? Even if you give him a cheap suit, right, he will find a way to make it look good. That's his knowledge he invested in.
I'm
like,
sure he can.
That's his knowledge he invested on how to dress up good to express himself.
True.
Yeah. So it's like if let's say you don't want to like, oh, but I don't want to invest on physique. Yeah, then invest your knowledge on how to like do your hair, make your skin better, or like do something for yourself. Yeah, it doesn't. Having a six-pack doesn't mean you succeed in life. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, but it does mean that you really put like effort into something. Just like how he put in effort into Amir put effort into like dressing himself up, looking clean, looking fresh, looking like slick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow,
You're welcome, man.
You two should do something
Yeah,
together.
definitely, please come here.
Yeah.
Please come here again.
You're welcome. I'll be here again.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of things
Yeah.
Sure.
cooking in my head right now.
Wow, I can see that. I can see that. A lot more discussions off camera later
But
on.
technically speaking, right? Yeah lah. One of the life skills that we definitely need in this modern age is like groom yourself.
Yeah, grooming.
Grooming.
Right. Okay. I think we are also towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Any
right.
final questions?
Yeah.
For...
Our producer always like, yeah. Yeah. But of course, we have tons to carry forward next time, perhaps. Yeah. Um, before we end, right? So maybe the last question,
Oh.
what advice would you give to somebody who aspires to be a pro player?
All right.
Especially now in the modern day where people see like, oh, I want some of the EWC yummy money, man. Like,
All
yeah.
right. So first things first. I believe this video will be broadcasted to like a lot of like I hope children and parents. I hope parents don't think that playing games is actually a very bad thing, and I also don't want children to think that playing games is also a very good thing. Let's meet in the middle line.
That's good.
You can play games. It's not bad. Like me, for example, I learned English through playing games. Right? There's a lot of language in games. You talk to people, but also you can allow our children to play games as a hobby, and then you look into their hobby and see whether they grow from the hobby, whether they are actually like experts. They have like the potential, right? Like maybe the age of 14 to 16, you see whether they are actually like challenger in League of Legends, Dota Immortal, MLBB. Maybe they are already participating in tournaments or like maybe like a high win rate Mythical Glory. It's okay. Maybe they're like high peak points. All right, 14, 16 age, right? Fair enough. And then when they take the SPM, which is very important, I hope kids nowadays, even like let's say you really want to go pro, at least finish your SPM. Like whatever you do, leave yourself like sufficient room of error. Let's say pro doesn't work out, you still have SPM to fall back to, and eventually you can get to college. Like college is fine. You can go into at 24, 25, even 50 years old. No one cares. So the world revolves around yourself. Don't think about like everybody looking at you and bashing you. Actually, no one really cares about you. But you have to care for yourself. So if you want to go pro, first things first, decide whether you are as a parent or as a student right now, right? You think if you're really good at a game. If you're just 50% win rate and you decide to go pro, right? I have bad news for you. It's very difficult to go pro from there. Pro doesn't mean that the harsh thing about being an athlete anywhere, even if you work to your best and hardest, right? Sometimes you cannot make it. Sometimes you cannot make it. You really need a form of like talent and what do you call that?
X Factor.
X factor, which is like if you're really talented, then yes. And you work hard, yes. Then you can be a pro. So, for kids nowadays, if let's say the parents don't know one, right? But then if you really see your kid have potential, right? Maybe bring to us, bring to any professional coach or ask someone if they really are really deemed to be able to be a professional. Then we can maybe like not diagnosis, but we can test them, we can trial them and see whether they have the potential. Then if not, then we can advise accordingly. Don't just bluntly shut down their dream. It's very hurtful and maybe it will form like it will damage your connection between you and your child, right? Because you should explain to them, not just like straight out like reject them, right? It's like, oh, you're not really that good. Like you know what China like some China or like Chinese they do to their kid. The kid likes to play a game, right? They force their kid to play the game for 16 hours until a certain rank. If not, they cannot stop. And then they
Mm.
start hating the game. Because to kids, playing games as much as playing games earn you money sound fun and all, but when the game starts being your job, it's not fun at all. Yeah, only passion pushes you forward at that time. When you are struggling on winning, struggling on finding a way out on like scrims, figuring out like why you cannot beat the opponent that you should be able to beat. That's not fun. That is a struggle in the process.
Mm.
So for kids, if you are talented, sure, be my guest and come and try. But if you're not like qualified enough, stay in school. Even if you're qualified enough, stay in school first. At least come out when you're like 16, 17 like that. Unless you're like some prodigy at like 14 years old, like looking to be like the next faker, next MLBB world champion, three timer, then yeah, maybe you should come out of school earlier so you don't like waste time in school. Sorry, not waste time in school, but school is still important, right? But you have a better talent to be somewhere else. So kids, stay in school unless you're like the top 0.0000001% that is like some godlike player that's out of the blue for the next 1,000 year. And for parents, if your kids really have the potential, find someone. I've seen uh parents search the internet just to find someone to test their kid for their Valorant skills, Mobile Legends skills. Props to them, really. So yeah, you have to as a kid, you also have to know that. I mean, it's not your fault that you have ambitions. It's good to have ambitions, but also you need to know the cruel reality out there. Yeah.
Mm.
So I feel like both have to play a role. I mean, for the father and mother, early days cultivating is very important, so the kids don't really get addicted to the game. If really addicted already, then you have to find a way to like, cause addicted already, then you have to find a way to like actually fix it or something lah. Because you're still young, right? Cause being good at the game doesn't mean you're addicted to the game. Being good at the game means you are good at the game. You can also be simultaneously addicted, but being addicted to the game doesn't mean you're good at the game. Addicted already, right? Maybe you're bad at the game, but you're just addicted to it. You just keep playing it, playing it for the dopamine, right? So yeah, you have to see whether you're actually good at the game or not. Yeah, then if you're addicted, then and the addiction can bring you a form of money or like a better life, then sure, so be it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. Cool sound advice, especially to people who are closer to your age group that will probably need to hear this from somebody who has actually done it. Because if it came from somebody like me, it's like, oh, this old dude don't know what he's talking about, right? Yeah. So it's great that you're able to share in that perspective, lah. So we thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me here.
So, Amir, so as a summary, so what's your takeaway from this episode?
Keep moving forward.
Wow.
Keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And also groom
I
yourself.
I like his ideology. Keep moving forward, man.
Yeah, take the first step.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very important.
Okay, just go for it. Okay, and that will be the end for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. And in case that you probably want to hear from somebody that you would like on this podcast, do leave it in the comment section. We have done that before, bringing on somebody that has been requested. So we'll try, right? And again, we thank you so much to Sagi. Yeah, imagine all the applauses here for being together with us. Hopefully, we will have more episodes to come. Actually, we do, but okay.
We'll save it for later.
We'll save that for later, or by the time this one releases. Okay, never mind about that. Yeah, we will have a lot more episodes with Sagi for sure. And again, if you have not subscribed and you enjoy this, do support us by subscribing. We could use more cameras. Yeah, I am greedy that way. Our producer. Yeah. There you go. It's switching.
Really need,
we're limited to that. We still
cam.
have buttons that we didn't use, right? Still have free buttons, right? Okay, so that means we have room for another camera. So subscribe
really
to us.
That producer cam, man.
Yeah,
we really need that.
Bring back the producer cam.
Where is the producer cam?
It's not
we
there.
We do not have it right now.
Oh.
There you go. We will bring back the producer cam if all of you subscribe. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Podcast Berlesen. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. Okay, this is.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Right.